Hey everyone, this is Derek here with day 2 of the action, the second and final day of competition in the South America Star Challenge Finals. Going to be determining which team punches their ticket through to Dubai. Only the top team in points after today's 3 games will make it in. So we have 3 games on the table for today. All of them are going to be in first-person perspective. Just waiting for them to get underway. Thank you again to Samsung Galaxy Note 9 for sponsoring the Star Challenge, the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge. And those global finals are going to be taking place in just a couple weeks over in Dubai. So that is what these teams are playing for, as well as a cash prize. So let's take a look real quick at the standings. Obviously, after the first day of competition, we saw a lot of insanity. I'm sure we'll get to the highlights in just a couple minutes, but we saw some awesome grenade play, some 1v3s. We saw Mr. Bug, he went out early in the first game, but they were able to claw back in game 2 and game 3, even secure a victory. So man, what an exciting first day of competition in the South America Star Challenge Finals. So if you want to tweet out, it's PMSCSA, that is the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge South America. That is the hashtag you can use on Twitter. That's what they're talking about right now. And also talking about what these teams are playing for. You can see there in the background the global finals going to be taking place in Dubai. Welcome everybody in the chat. Let me go ahead and reload the live stream here. This is the English commentary for the South America Star Challenge Finals. There's also commentary in Spanish and Portuguese if those languages are better suited for what you want to watch. So let me go ahead and just reload the screen on. There we go. Perfect. On my end. That way I can start interacting with you guys. Awesome. Let me go ahead and mute myself. That way you have to listen to that. Is your playback stream 1080? No, we're going to go there right now. It's actually 240 right now. That is rather awful. Don't worry though. We got it adjusted before the action got underway. Also going to mix the game sound. So definitely let me know once we are started if the game sound is too loud, too soft, and we can go from there. So you can see the festival arena. It is the 29th of November through the 1st of December 2018 in Dubai. That is when the global finals of the Star Challenge going to be taking place. You're going to have teams from all the different regions. I think there are 6 different regions. We've got North America, South America, Europe. We have Asia, China, and Korea, Japan. So lots of very, very skilled teams from around the world are going to be competing in those global finals in just a couple weeks. So you can see they're once again talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, one of the best phones to play PUBG Mobile on. Very smooth experience. I actually stream on one myself. I love the phone. It's what we were playing on in the Star Challenge North America Finals. You have that S Pen, which has a lot of functionality over last year's model, and all around a very, very awesome phone. Thank you again to Samsung for sponsoring the event. Let's take a look at the chat real quick. Have fun. Somebody said, somebody have Weapon Master, the Weapon Master title. That is pretty awesome. Make sure your playback stream is in 1080p. Indeed, it is now, so we have resolved that. Don't worry, before the action even gets underway, so it's a good thing to get fixed right now. Are you a pro? No, not at all. I have a lot of fun playing the game. I'm going to do my best, but I'm currently like mid-tier diamond, so by no means a professional. So let's take a look at those who are going to be playing in the South America Finals. We took a look at them yesterday and again today. First, we have Team 1 ALK, then we have Nova Esports. We also have the Red Dot team, as well as Xane Gaming. Those are your first 4. I believe those were the top 4 qualifying in points in the semifinals, although like I said yesterday, semifinals do not matter. Everybody starts fresh with 0 points, and after this first day of competition, we'll definitely take a look at the standings from the first 3 matches. We also have Limpo Team, we have Invictus Gaming, we have Terra Door Sport, gonna mess that one up, BRK Sports, Falconegro, we have Penguins, and Destined to Rise. We were watching Team 12 yesterday. Destined to Rise, or D2R, was their in-game call sign, and they played very well. So definitely one of the teams we'll have to watch to see how they perform today. I believe they're still in first. We have Racy Sports, the Space Monkeys, love that name too. We have KRBSU Ports, and YouTube 4 Gaming with MyTech, definitely one of the fan favorites, Team 16. We also have Vengeance, EO Bambu, we have Fatal 4-Way, and Unktech. So those are your 20 teams, 80 players, 20 teams competing in the South America Finals. We're going to have 3 games today, all in first-person perspective. So just like yesterday, we have first-person perspective games. And I'm not sure entirely if this is the start. There we go. We have 79 teams alive. We have game audio now, and you can see that it is a west or east to west plane route over the southern side of the island. This is the one I was talking about yesterday. I was wondering if we were going to get a plane route like this, and indeed we do. This means that if you want to reach Yesnaya, Razhak, or Georgia Pal, you are going to have to get a vehicle, drop at one of those garages. Nice cap, by the way, on that player. And you're going to have to drive to those locations, because if you're just floating north, you're probably not going to get much further than a place like Gadka Pachinki or Shelter. Maybe Mansion or Prison might be in play if you float over there. Team 17 going for a vehicle right away. We have 2 teams in Novo, as well as 3 teams in the main military base. So lots of early game action may be taking place on Military Island. We're just going to wait to see where that first circle is. You can see everybody is trying to float to Georgia Pal, but it's going to take quite a while to get there. Probably about 2,500 meters or so off of the plane path at least. So they are going there though. Okay, they're going to take their time for sure. We'll take a look if vehicle strategy there. It's Team 17 is driving up to Yesnaya right now. The circle is to the west of the map. We'll have to see where it rotates from there. But that means that all those teams going towards Malta and those eastern zones, even Yesnaya, they are going to have to move. Here is Goku. We were watching him yesterday too, and an early engage, one of the 3 teams that dropped near the military base. So they are in the military apartments. Awesome loot can be found there. Team 2 wants none of that. They also dropped military. They actually dropped a very, very northerly extent yesterday. They were dropping up by Stalber and stuff. So now they're taking up the military base, going for the factory though on the eastern edge of it, instead of trying to contest the apartments with Team 18 and 19. So we have F4W, you can see there in the southernmost apartment, and then Team 18 on the western apartment. So you can see this is where those early game skirmishes are taking place. And remember, these pro games, you do not want to be out early. We were talking yesterday about how, like 18 teams made it to the 20-minute mark. So if you go out this quickly, that means you are only going to get 100 points. So we were talking about the points yesterday too, placement points. Basically, if you are 16th through 20th, you only get 100 points. And then it goes up from there all the way up to 500 for first, 365 for second, and 315 for third. So the points fall off pretty fast, and that is where kills come into account. We had a couple teams that got over like 15 kills. I think we had one with, I think it was Destined to Rise, got 17 kills yesterday, which was absolutely ridiculous. The YouTube team also got 13 on the second match. So very impressive too, and you get 15 points per kill. So if you can rack up 10 or more in a single game, that could allow you to move ahead in the leaderboard, even over teams that play it safe but place higher. We were just talking about Destined to Rise, D2R, and looks like they're engaging Team YouTube right away. Nitsu is knocked and finished, and now MyTech played very well yesterday, gets a nice knock and a finish on one of the members of D2R, Barbara there. Man, this is an intense early game skirmish here, and again, you do not want this. It looks like they are fighting over in Novo. Yeah, that is Novo. So these are the 2 teams that dropped over in Novo. Only one of them probably making it out alive, and indeed, D2R, that is a team, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they showed the standings before the match got started, but I'm pretty sure they were the team currently in first place, and they're going to be going out in the first position in 20th with only 1 kill on Nitsu there. So definitely not how they wanted to start day 2. They did have quite a bit of a point buffer. I think it was about 300 points or so, but that is going to erode very, very quickly. So we'll have to see if the YouTube team now, they are alone on Novo. They are going to have to rotate off the island, but I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of good loot for them to have. And fortunately, D2R did some of the looting for them. There's one of those flash bang grenades going off there with a nice little puff of white smoke. No spooky grenades yet. Those are the frag grenades, which are special for Halloween right now. They make a very spooky face on them when they blow up. A nice touch by the PUBG mobile developers. Take a look at the chat here. People are talking about it's on the computer. Yes, we also have commentary in Spanish and Portuguese if you prefer this. This is the English commentary for the day 2 of South America Star Challenge Finals, where we're playing 3 games in first person. We're going to determine which team's place first, second, and third, as well as which team with the most points at the end of today is going to go to Dubai and compete in the global finals next month, or actually later, next month. It's currently October still. So you can see 18 and 19 still jockeying for position over here in military base, still in those same apartment complexes. They really want to rotate out of here and continue securing some loot, because these apartments are good, but for an entire squad, you know, you're really going to reach the point where you've looted everything, and you don't want to slow down your loot phase too much, because these teams are going to have to rotate off Military Island. The zone was to the west, and that means that most likely they're going to want to move towards a place like Godka, maybe secure one of the compounds there. And here we go. Team 19 is moving out. They've decided that they are exchanging armor enough. They've spent enough bullets in this engagement. They don't really see anything coming out of it. Instead, want to continue their loot phase and continue, moving into wherever they want to ultimately rotate to. You can see there a little bit of a split in Team 19, but they have nobody else around them right now, so no big deal there. They can be a couple hundred meters apart. Probably don't need support. Those that big factory, that is the place where Team 2 started, so I'd imagine if they head down that way, they might already know that, but if they don't, as soon as they start looting that building, they'll quickly notice that there's no loot there, or no good loot, and usually it's one of the best places to loot on military base. Here we are up in Yesnaya. These are the team, Team 17 was the one that drove. They got a vehicle very early in the game from one of those garages, drove right up to Yesnaya Palyana. And we also have Team 6, the IG team, who have also moved into this position. There is Mr. Bug. It's one of the first, this is the first team that was out in game 1. Things definitely didn't look good for them, and then they fought their way back in the second 2 games, ultimately winning, right? Ultimately winning the last game, so the third game. So lots of kills, and they're moving up the leaderboard. So we'll have to see how they fare against Team 17. If they can secure these easy kills, or not easy kills, but they can secure these early kills, then they might find themselves in pretty good position. Yesnaya, definitely one of the larger places as far as looting, along with Georgiapal. Like I said yesterday too, you can easily have, 3, maybe even 4 squads if they decide to play nice. There is one of the super airdrops. So flare guns have been added, an AWM as well as a Groza and full level 3. Very nice airdrop there. And that looks like it's in the crates of South Georgiapal. So flare guns are in custom rooms right now, and you have an example of one right there. Beautiful way to start out the match with some awesome gear. Here's Mr. Bug taking a look around. Already has an AK with an extended magazine, level 2 vest, level 1 helmet, level 1 bag, 1 boost item, and a couple of healing items, so not all that bad. It looks like they're actually going to be sharing loot. I like this strategy. So they know they're safe right here. They're, talking amongst themselves most likely. Hey, you're a better sniper, you're better at close range. Do you want to take my UMP? I'll give you the Kar 98 or whatever they're saying. And that's always a solid strategy. Early on, get the weapons you feel comfortable with. And there is another airdrop. This is a normal one, dropped from the plane. It also has a nice Halloween theme on it. Take a look at team number 9 right now, just looting up one of these single-story compounds. They have a UAZ, a soft top UAZ, and first person driving, now a thing after 0.9.0 when you're playing a first person game. So definitely a little challenging, definitely something you have to get used to. See, peeking out, looking at those other compounds, a nice look at the map now. You can see that those teams on Military Island are going to have to rotate off of it. Lots of teams actually in North and South Georgia Pal, so when they saw the circle close there, a number of teams rotated up that way, most likely by vehicle. So we'll have to see if the next circle favors Georgia Pal, or perhaps it could go Pachinki or Quarry or anywhere else. So we have an engage now between two vehicles. You can see those nice tracer rounds, a new feature of spectating in 0.9.0. Some more shots from the suppressed M4 towards Team 4, but they are not going to be able to get, let's see, did they get anybody? I don't think so. So they saw the vehicle driving away, they were engaging it, but unfortunately let them slip by. Now we're going to jump to the school apartments in Team 10, where 2 members are down. Where did they even get shot from? I don't see any other teams on the mini-map. So let's see where they must have gotten sniped, maybe from the hilltop or something. Although they do have 4 kills, so that might have been a squad wipe. That's what it is. So it was a squad wipe. Michael, their team, Team 10, actually did very well in the first game yesterday, and it looks like they are going to be able to survive with all 4 members alive and 4 kills. I was looking around on the minimap. I'm like, I don't see anybody around them. Who's shooting them? That explains that one. They actually finished that engagement before we jumped over there. It looks like 14 and 9 might be getting to an engage to the southeast of Gatka right now. We also have Team 4 split up right now, and here we go. Yeah, we are going to 9. With the micro Uzi with an extended magazine, very, very deadly short range. Good DPS from that. You can see that Team 9 currently has 1 player down, but nobody out yet. Space looks like Team 14, their opponents. And I only see 2 of them right now. So it looks, yeah, and they do have 2 team kills. So I'd imagine that Team 14 is down to 2 players left, and they are looking to get out of there. Yes, they are escaping to the north. Now we're back. Team 9 in the apartments of school, where they did wipe that squad. You can see the circle is already closed over Yasnaya, so even if there's awesome loot there, can't really stick around to grab too much of it. Georgia Pal. Currently home to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. Oh my goodness. Now you do have North George, which is pretty large. Lots of large apartments there to loot up. You also have South George and the crates. So plenty of room for teams to jockey for position. But, well, the next circle has shifted to the east. That means that Pochinki, Razak, Ruin, School Apartments, and Gatka are all still in play, as are the crates of Georgia Pal, but not much else. That means we can expect quite a few teams to have to rotate. We'll see if any of them are going for those center compounds in the zone. That can work out both ways. Team 16, the YouTube team, yesterday when they were playing, I think it was the 3rd game. So they were coming off of a great second game with 13 kills. And in the 3rd one, unfortunately, they picked one of the best compounds to defend in South Georgia Pal, but nobody came up to them. So they ended up staying in the compound for the first 20 minutes or so of the game, and as a result, didn't get many kills. So they did pretty well in positioning, but, you know, sometimes you want to play aggressive and actually, like, try to find those teams versus playing a more passive game. It's, you know, it really depends on your team composition, how comfortable you're feeling, who you're going up against. There are a lot of factors that go into it, but, you know, I was remarking yesterday during the broadcast that they had such an awesome position there. They just couldn't make use of it in securing any kill points because, well, they never really got the opportunity to. You can see here, Team 16, we're actually viewing them right now. MyTech and the rest of the YouTube team, definitely team favorites. Or see Karma firing off some shots with that Mini 14. Nice knock on Goku. Goku was caught outside the zone in one of the games yesterday. He was trying to use some smoke grenades, but unfortunately just didn't have any cover. Really couldn't escape from whoever was shooting them. I think it was Nova. MyTech gets a nice knock with an I think that's an M4. Yeah, it is. Impressive distance for that. Keiko with the DP, 44 rounds in it. They are pushing up. So Karma and the rest are actually going to grab him. Yes, they are. Okay, so they're going to grab him, and they might do a drive-by here. We'll have to see if they stick their heads out the window, start shooting. No, they're actually just going to push up, and they are going to push this position. They know they got 2 down now. They're 2 down again. MyTech firing through the smoke. Goku, 44 rounds in it. They are pushing up. So Karma and the rest are actually going to grab him. And they might do a drive-by here. We'll have to see if they stick their heads out the window, start shooting. No, they're actually just going to push up, and they are going to push this position. They know they got 2 down now. They're 2 down again. MyTech firing through the smoke. He sees one of those players is down right next to him. That does not matter. You have a nice flank angle there by Keiko. Looking to the right side, and Team 19 is in full retreat right now. They are throwing down smokes, trying to run away. They have lost 2 members of their squad at this point. These are the sole survivors running for their lives, and it does not look good. You've got a DP going off there. Some more shots from Karma with the Mini 14 with that 4x scope on it. Now we're down to just 1 player of Team 19 left. And again, we are 15 minutes into the match. We still have 18 teams left. You do not want to die right now. That is only 100 placement points. That's it. So Goku dies. He bleeds out. And I think that there's 1 member left. Yeah, 1 member of F4W left. Are they going to pursue? They do have that Dacia. It looks like they're looting up those who they have killed already. Grabbing some great gear from them. Look at that nice level 3 vest, level 3 helmet over there. And we'll have to take a look in the kill feed to see if they can secure that final kill or not. Nice mummy costumes there by Team 18. They were in the military base earlier, looting up the military apartments. Now they have crossed. You can see they're on the other side of that bridge, the notorious bridge for camping. Looks like they made it through safely enough. They have a vehicle, and they are in the next zone. So this is the southerly extent of that next zone. They're looking towards the bridge, perhaps wondering if anybody else is going to be coming across it, and I don't see anybody on the minimap at least. Is there a Spanish broadcast? Yes, there is. There's also a Spanish broadcast as well as a Portuguese broadcast on the official PUBG mobile channel. You can take a look here. Checking out that bridge with the Car 98 with that 6x scope on it. And unfortunately, there's nobody. And here we go. 2 teams now are crossing. This is Team 16, the YouTube team. They're crossing the bridge in 2 vehicles, split vehicle strategy, and they drive right on by. So, alrighty. They actually gotten out of their vehicles, 2 Dacias. They're making their way towards the lighthouse. But Team 18 had an opportunity there, I think, to lay down some fire. They chose not to take it. And instead, now they're looking to engage long range. There's a nice 4x, I think, on the Car 98. Back belt is running back towards this garage. They're getting in their vehicle, and oh my goodness, look at that hard shift to the north. Gosh, what a cruel circle is that? Nobody's in there other than 6, 7, and 11. So we'll have to see if anybody positions themselves in the forest. Not many compounds even in play. Watertown really the only one of mention, and the ruins, although that's hardly a compound. So, gosh, we have those bridges in play now, those small bridges to the north. We have the island. Not that many places to really find hard cover, though. And we have that nice ridgeline, actually, on the western edge of that next circle. The huge mountain that connects Godka to, or actually, kind of is in between Godka and Georgopol. So we'll have to see. That's usually a good position if you have the scopes to sustain. Nice shots over towards Team 14. They were rotating with their vehicle. One of them goes down. Team Space was down to only 2 people. Now they lose another one away from a wipe. You do not want to go out this early. Oh my gosh. We have an M16 with a 4x scope. Taking a look at that burnt up Dacia. Trying to look for... Who is that? I saw his name for a second there. The last member of Team Space. Here we go. Getting crashed from the back now. Team 2 also engaging. Oh my goodness. We have lots of action early game. Players going down. Swagger runs across. He's engaging people on the stairs, knocking people left and right. What an excellent play. That is going to be a highlight for sure. Going to go ahead and try to clean up some of those kills now. Try to figure out where everybody is. And oh no, doesn't move around fast enough. Now Nova Zone. Nova team played well yesterday. Only one of them still alive. Going to go ahead and try to get a revive on a teammate here. This is what happens when you have a hard shift to the north. Everybody's pushing towards that circle, trying to get safe, trying to establish themselves. Oh my gosh, Nova Zone is able to secure the kill. Wow, what some, that is insane. I don't even know what to say. That Scar L doing work though. He probably should have died a couple different times by now. He's going to go ahead and revive his teammates. Potentially 3 of them still alive. And oh no, they're taking shots again. So not out of the woods yet. Team 9 has all 4 members alive. Novasone has healed back up. We have another member of his squad, Flash, who is getting revived now. Look at that nice level 3 bag, that cool skin on it. But goodness, what an engage by Team 2. Team 20 now firing towards their position. And Nova Team, like I said, is one of the teams that performed well yesterday, so don't want to go out this early. Still have 3 members alive. Looks like they're going to be able to heal up, and they should be really no worse for wear other than losing 1 member. So they also have some pretty good loot and a couple team kills under their belt. That will help for the points for sure. You see teams are establishing themselves near the middle of the zone, which would be in ruins. First person prone. We have a snake. We have a snake in the grass. Going to be able to get that easy kill there. That knock is a teammate who gets knocked, a knock for a knock. Team 20 still has 3 members alive, though, all full HP. So definitely a good position to be in. Taking some shots from behind cover. Now we have another snake for Team 5. And that looks like it's going to be a squad wipe. Oh, nope, not yet. We actually have 1 member of Team 5 still alive. On the other side of that tree, did not see him, and now that is going to be a squad wipe for Team 5, going out in the 15th position. And Squad 20 loses 1, has 1 knocked, going to go throw some smoke grenades to cover, and should be able to get the revive. So 3 kills for Squad 20 there. Nice Vector with an extended magazine on it. A red dot sight. Very good close combat weapon for sure. To get Torelli up. And the next zone, now a hard shift to the southwest. Ruins is going to be where it's at, as well as that ridgeline. I'm curious how Team 3 does there. If they have the scopes to support that position, they might be good there. That's one of those places where you could get a war mode game. I enjoy that one. You know, lots of terrain there, really steep terrain, some rocks, some ledges that you can go prone on and shoot down from. So we'll have to keep an eye on Team 3. How about Team 16, the YouTube team? Are they still in the match? Yes, they are, and they're actually grabbing one of the airdrops that just dropped to the northern extent of that circle, and they're going to go ahead and grab one of the compounds just to the north of Ruins, it looks like. So they are in the match. We'll have to keep an eye on MyTech in the kill feed, see if he gets any more kills. He had one of the highest kill totals yesterday. I think he had 10 for the day. And speaking of him, there we go, going to him right now. So again, I'm commentating on what I see on the screen. So sometimes we get the camera angle we want. Sometimes we have to make do with what we have. But it's always cool when you're talking about a team and then they are observing that team. Team MyTech, like I said, look at that, 5 kills already for him. Very skilled player, also very popular player. Definitely a lot of community support behind that team. So we'll have to see how they do. They didn't start well yesterday, but they have moved up in the leaderboard. I think they started 14th. Now they're up to 7th in the standings. So if they have a good showing today, I mean, they certainly could be competing for placement on the podium. Got Team 17 there. Team 6. IG, this is the team with Mr. Bug. Oh no, Mr. Bug is the sole survivor on that team. Everybody else is knocked. What happened there? One of the other teams that we want to watch after a good day yesterday. VGN. Outside the play zone. Zone's not too bad right now. It's still only 1% per second. So that means you can survive for a minute or so without having to heal. Taking some shots with that Car 98 into the smoke. They know there are people hiding in there. Don't want to let them get away. Play zone actually does get 1 member of IG though. Probably got knocked outside. Wasn't able to crawl back into it. Never a good feeling for sure. Can see Team 8 moving into the zone. Like I said, a hard shift to the south here. And MyTech taking more shots, getting another nice knock with that M4. Almost a double. He sees... Does he see the fish? There's a fish. Does he see him about to surface? It's like a tadpole going up on shore. Keiko throwing down smokes, covering their position. There he is. He has emerged from the water, is doing the nice S-shaped dance, but unfortunately unable to get away from the YouTube team. Some more kills for them, looking good. 8 kills for the team. Now, they did lose Nitsu early. That was over in Novo, but they got the best of that engagement, start out with 4 kills, and 3 remaining squad members playing very well together. See an engage between 15 and 16. They did get some knocks. We're going to have to see if they can finish them. They're actually throwing offensive smokes, I think. These might be smokes now. They're throwing some frag grenades, some spooky frag grenades. Oh my gosh. Got the bats. You have the scary face. Those things definitely never get old there. Uh-oh. It's actually moving. They've shifted to the left. My tech is going to have to shift over to look towards his west. That is where they are running. They're running for their lives. Team 15, they're actually running towards 17 too, so they might get third-partied here. We'll have to see. One member of Team 15 is down at that rock, and that, I believe, is a squad wipe for Squad 15. Team 16, the YouTube team, getting it done in this first game of the second day of the Star Challenge South America Finals, racking up those team kills. That is certainly going to help them in the standings. Still 12 teams left alive, so not much placement to play for yet, but every kill is 15 points, and those certainly can add up. Taking a look now at Team 3, this is the one we were talking about earlier. They've established themselves in the northern extent of the of that large mountain connecting Gatka to Georgopol. Looks like they're on the northern face of it, rather. The mountain itself is on the western extent of the zone. They're taking some shots down. Nice mini 14 with a 3 times. Probably wishes he had a 4 or a 6, but making the 3 work. Gets a nice knock there. I believe that is another team down. Yes, YouTube, my tech is going off again, taking out another team. This is the team that they were pushing up on, and that's going to be another squad wipe. They do have to watch, though. Now, they might pretty soon, if they keep moving in this position, they are going to be visible to Team 3 high up on the mountaintop. Not where you want to be. They don't have too much cover there. And now we're jumping to Team 10, who's taking out Team 4. They were rotating into position, and unfortunately no cover there, so they're going to have to watch out. Team 16 is coming in from the north too. The YouTube team, next zone, closing symmetrically. Nice center close, getting some more kills with those shots on the vehicle there. Play zone takes out Team Michael, getting more work done with that Mini 14. You see Karma taking shots from behind him. This is what I said they'd have to worry about. You have Squad 3 up on the hill, just tearing them apart right now. And that is a squad wipe for Team 16. The YouTube team, they do go out in 7th place. They did have a lot of kills, though. That's certainly going to help them in the standings. But unfortunately, like I said, you have to be wary of those positions late in the game. That squad up on the mountaintop with the scopes, that is a very powerful position to be in. And unfortunately, a curse of the commentator there, as soon as I talk about the possibility, they were playing very well up until that point. But that is going to be the end of their game for the 4th game of the South America Star Challenge Finals. Still have 2 more games to come. Wesley, Team 10, rotating around, has to reload that DP, though. Only has 17 rounds in it. Hopefully he has more 7.62 rather, because when it comes time to an engage, you do not want to have to reload then. We have Squad 3 still taking position up on the hill. They want to stay up there as long as they can. They have cover from those trees, and they also have an excellent angle on potentially engaging 3 or 4, 9, 10, 20 even. So you do not want to get off of that mountaintop yet. Have all 4 alive. Everybody's fully healed up. And even a UMP with a 4 times, I mean, that will do work from this position for sure. They're looking at the smokes coming down from Team 10, starting to engage that way, starting to fire some shots. They do see the last member of Team 4 there. He gets taken out. Hunter was playing for position. Goes out in 5th place. Not too bad. And once again, look at that positioning. Team 3. All right, Team 10 does have a crate to hide behind. That's good hard cover there. They can get behind that, but they have to actually move to the south. So now Team 3 is going to have to move off of that high ground because the next zone is closing to the southeast of the current one. We'll have to see if they can make this work or not. Vitor is throwing a grenade. Spooky frag grenade out. Let's see if it connects. It does not. I think it just goes just a little far. He still scared me though. Oh, and actually the 3rd grenade does connect. Gets a nice knock on one of the members of Team 3. Teams 10 and 3 engaged in fierce combat here. Both of them have to move quite a ways to get into the next zone, which is going to be closing in about 40 seconds from now. What an intense battle. Got Michael, very good player. We're watching him yesterday too. Wesley now has the DP reloaded, ready to do business with that. Vitor going for the flanking angle, and he gets up and behind and is able to finish off the rest of Team 3. So as soon as they had to move from that position, unfortunately could not defend their current one, and they get taken out by Team 10. Nice flank there. Team number 9 taking up one of the few remaining compounds, laying down a lot of fire through that broken door up the mountain. 9 alive, 3 teams left, top 3 teams. Like I said, those positioning points, massive difference between them. 500 for first, I think it's like 365 for second, 315 for third. So that's a difference of quite a few kills. So you definitely want to play for first place. Got over 650 people watching right now. Thank you. If you guys are enjoying this stream, certainly give it a like on YouTube. It helps me out, helps YouTube, PUBG Mobile, you know, the algorithm, all that fun stuff helps them out too. So definitely appreciate it. See an engage between 9 and 10. 7 players left alive. The next zone is going to be favoring the northern extent of the current one. That means that Team 10 does not have to move too much. And then we have our position player from Team 20, who is just chilling with that suppressed vector with a red dot with an extended magazine. Doesn't have any healing items really even. He's fine. He has, you know, quite a bit of health right now, but this player actually doesn't have a vest. He lost his vest somehow. I don't know how. It must have gotten shot off at some point, but that is not good, especially when you're going up against something like a vector that shreds over 600 DPS close range. You are dead before you know what happens if you get hit in the chest without a vest. And now he's going to force Team 20's hand, because as he approaches that corner, he is going to see him. Here we go, suppress vector. Is he going to engage? Nope, he does not. Not yet. Here we go. Team 20 does get a nice kill there with that vector. Team number 9 pops out too. He switches to the DP. And that is going to be it. So what happened at the end there? Well, we had our position player who ended up getting a kill. They actually ended up in second place. BRK takes that one with lots of kills. 18 kills. Goodness, that is a lot of points. Quick math says that that is a lot. Let's take a look right now and actually see how many points that is, because 18 times 15, let's use the calculator on the Samsung Note 9, 270 plus 500 for the victory. That is 770 points in one match. That is going to propel you up the leaderboard for sure. We also have, let's take a look at where the YouTube team ended up. They ended up in 7th position, like I said, but they did have 13 kills. That is certainly going to help. 13 kills. Let's take a look. 13 times 15. That is 195, plus the 7th position is good for 200 points. So that is 395, almost 400 points for the match. Not too bad either. Space. No kills, but 6th place in the positioning. We also have EXG in 5th with 1 kill. It's interesting to see. The first game yesterday, we had teams that got all, 5 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills, 8 kills. Lots of teams over there. Now, recently, we've seen more teams getting either no kills or a lot of them. So, interesting to see that evolve for sure. Take a look at the lower teams. Nova, unfortunately, went out in 12th. They played a good game yesterday, got 4 kills. And remember, we still have 2 more matches coming up today. So if the team that you are supporting isn't at the top of the leaderboard right now, look at that. D2R, only 1 kill. They went out very early to the YouTube team. 20th position. They were the points leader. After this, though, are they still going to be? I don't know. We're going to have to find out in probably just a couple minutes as they tabulate the updated leaderboard. So my name's Derek G, providing English commentary. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Derek G. I make a lot of PUBG mobile content, try to be helpful to the community, talking about the new features of PUBG Mobile 0.9.0, as well as some gameplay, some custom rooms, and all that cool stuff. So here is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 sponsor, official sponsor for the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge. Thank you to Samsung for doing that. And yeah, Dubai in the background, Festival Arena, end of November, beginning of December of this year. That's when the top 20 teams in the world from 6 different regions are going to be competing for $600,000, as well as the title of official, I guess, winner of the Star Challenge and official streamer for PUBG Mobile. So here's that early engage in Nova that I was talking about between D2R and YouTube. YouTube shredding up those teams until they unfortunately got caught out in a bad position by Team 3 there, who was up the hill from them. See, My Tech already has 3 kills. I'm pretty sure he ended the game with 5 or 6. So another solid game from him. Solid showing for sure. YT4G should use smokes. Yes, smoke grenades are certainly a factor, can certainly help you in that sort of position where you know there are people up the hill. I would have liked to have seen them deploy some more. I'm not sure if they had any more though. Smoke grenades, try to pick up as many as you can. At least that's my strategy. Try to pick up at least like 6 or 7 because they go quick and you need them. Here we go. This was an insane engagement between teams 11 and 2, I think, right? Yeah, 11 and 2. So this was the Nova team and PGU. They I think 2 rolled up on their compound, and this was just insane because they also got third-partied by Team 18, and we also had Team 9 in there. This was just insanity as players were pushing towards the zone. That was that tough northerly shift that forced their hand out of Chinky, out of school, apartments, all those areas, and into the forest where that happened. You see there, Team 20 lost all members except for 1. And that final member of Team 20 was able to survive all the way up to position 2. My Tech was with 5 kills at this point. They did get the wipe on that squad, on squad 15 there by that spooky crate. But you can see lurking in the background in that shot off to the southwest. Team 3 at the top of the hill. My Tech up to 7 kills. Actually, he ended up with 8, I think, which is insane. And he has done that quite a few games now, too, so just indicative of a solid player. Team 4 rotating with that vehicle. Unfortunately, the vehicle goes boom, and that does not help anybody out. Squad wipe for them. What do you think about Soul Mortal? He is blowing up in popularity. Mortal is a solid player. He's currently, what, like 5th, I think, on the leaderboards in Asia squads. So he's a super, super fun player to watch. I've done English commentary on some of his games. I'll be doing more of that soon. He reached out to me to ask if I could do English commentary because his videos are in Hindi. So to reach a wider audience, that's what I've been doing with him. So here's that amazing position by Squad 3. Unfortunately, they did have to rotate down to the southerly extent of that mountain, and that was when they were picked off. Victor firing gets knocked out quickly by that suppressed Uzi, switches over to the DP, and he ends up getting 2nd position. So, I mean, hey, that worked out for sure, That was team, what was it, UR, I think? Ended up getting that 2nd place and quite a few points. So BRK Sports gets the winner chicken dinner for the 4th match, the first match today, but of the 2nd day, but the 4th match overall for the South America Star Challenge Finals. So I'm pretty sure we are going to have an updated leaderboard in just a couple minutes from now. So we'll have to see where the teams move because D2R, Destined to Rise, had an excellent day yesterday, but today they went out first in, well, 20th position with only 1 kill. That was 1 kill they did get on the YouTube squad, who ultimately did a lot better and ended up, I think it was in 7th or 8th position with like 13 kills. So we have some love for Athena Gaming too. Got a little bit of a Athena and Soul, both pretty insane. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Certainly helps me out, as well as PUBG Mobile. You can take a look at the updated standings right now. Il Bambu in last position. Do apologize if I say any of these names wrong. Unfortunately, my Spanish is not very good. We have Penguins in 15. I like that team name, but they started out strong yesterday, and they have been falling off a little bit. We'll have to see if they can pick it up in the last 2 games. We also have the Red Dot team in 13 with 10 kills, and Vengeance in 11th with 15 kills. 845 points for them, all the way down to 430 points. Still lots of points able to be got. And here we go. There is the cushion evaporating for Destined to Rise. Went into the day with, I think, a 290 point cushion in first place. After only 1 game, though, 1 game where they went out first and only got 1 kill. They are now down in 2nd position, actually tied for BRK Sports, who won the last match and got a lot of points, like 770 points in that game. So, man, what a change up in the leaderboard. YouTube 4 Gaming, they are now in 6th position. They move up 1 spot with those nice kills, but perhaps not the positioning they wanted. We'll have to see how they do. Certainly still in contention for one of those top 3 spots. Actually, those top 3 spots, look at that, all over 1,600 points. And after that, quite a bit of fall off. You are falling down to, for Tech, down to 1375, and then Invictus Gaming all the way down to 1250. So definitely those top 3 trying to pull away a little bit. Now over 200 points ahead of 4th place. But remember, a solid win with a lot of kills can net you between 600 and 800 points with 1 game. So still plenty of time for anybody, I'd say, in the top 10 to potentially place. I think realistically, I'd say anybody from the Space Monkeys on upward has a solid shot at 3rd place, although I'd like to be proven wrong. We still have 2 more games. If the same team can clinch 2 games and get a lot of kills, who knows who will be on top after it's all over. So now we're back at the analysis desk. Just going to chat a little bit, probably about the sponsor, Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Might be talking about the Festival Arena in Dubai, where the global finals are going to be held. Take a look at the chat for a little bit. They're saying 400 points behind 3rd. I think that is the YouTube team that they're talking about. And they certainly, yeah, I mean, 1 win or even top 3. And, if they're getting a lot of kills. So if the YouTube team can pull out a 3rd place or above with that many kills, I think they have a solid chance to make it to the top 3 for sure. Now remember, only the first team, only the one in 1st place makes it to Dubai, though. So if they want to get there, I think it's going to have to realistically be 2 wins or close to that, at least 2 top 3s with a lot of kills. But MyTech showing himself to be a capable player, and we'll have to see what happens. But I mean, they certainly have a chance. Just 1 going to Dubai. Yes, you're right, Oscar. That is correct. Only the top team from South America will be going to Dubai to compete in the global finals next month. Take a look over at the chat now. Why are the commentators doing Sudoku? I don't know. Or Sudoku? I'm not sure. Perhaps it relates to the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. I'm sure you could download some pretty awesome Sudoku apps on that phone if you wanted to. That large 6.4-inch display is pretty awesome to watch content on. And play Sudoku on. Or PUBG Mobile. Either or. Thanks again to Samsung for sponsoring the event. Take a look at those level 2 vests. Some of you guys were complaining they weren't level 3 vests. I mean, those police vests level 2, though, I mean, they're solid, 40% damage reduction. They don't have any helmets, though. I mean, that you don't want to enter an early game fight without a helmet. That is a recipe for disaster, even against a pistol. I mean, pretty much against any weapon, you want at least a level 1 helmet. It provides 30% damage reduction. Remember, 30% for level 1, 40 for level 2, and 55 for level 3. These guys, unfortunately, don't have any helmets on, though. So, again, probably best that they're behind the desk talking through the action versus being on the battlefield with these awesome teams. 4th and 5th need to hunt 1st, 2nd, 3rd to get back into this. Indeed, they do. Indeed they do. And I like I said, I feel like it extends all the way down, just my opinion of course, but I feel like it extends all the way down to the Space Monkeys in 8th. I think anybody over 1,000 points right now still has a shot, because the top 3 are about 1,600 right now. If you have 1,000 points, you put together back-to-back top 3s, you could be earning 1,200 points just from that. So honestly, any team with at least 1,000 points, you still have a very, very realistic shot. And who knows, if you have a team go off with 30 kills and a win, I mean, maybe a team in 12th or 13th could even place. But there are only 2 games left, so 2 first-person perspective games left, and that's not too much time. So we'll have to see if these teams drop in similar positions. We'll have to see. Wadu heck. We've got a lot of Wadu in the chat. It's good to see that. Should do more tournament commentaries. Thank you so much for that. This is actually the first time I'm doing this sort of thing, watching a feed and commentating on it. If you're enjoying it, definitely let PUBG Mobile know, and definitely give the video a thumbs up too. It really helps me out, and hopefully I'll get more opportunities like this in the future, because I certainly enjoy it. They're still talking through what happened in those first 4 games of the tournament. 2 to go. Interesting that all of these matches are in first-person perspective. That means that hopefully these teams practice their first-person driving, because it's quite an adjustment. After 0.9.0 dropped, the recent global update to PUBG Mobile, now if you're playing a first-person perspective game, your driving is also in first-person, and that means that it's very difficult to see things. So how it used to be is when you're playing an FPP game, your driving was still in TPP, which a lot of people thought wasn't very fair, and I agree. So I'm glad that everything's in first person now. But man, if you haven't practiced, it is difficult. Oh my goodness, we're getting some lag in the feed. Oh my gosh, we'll have to see what happens here. Let's go ahead, and we're good. We are good. So let's skip ahead to the live broadcast. Let's jump back into the action with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So they're currently taking a look at the sponsor of the event, Samsung. And Samsung Galaxy Note 9, a pretty awesome phone. It's what we were playing on in the Star Challenge North America Finals. Lot of fun to mess around with. Definitely one of the best phones to play PUBG Mobile on. Plays it very smooth, 60 frames per second. And it's what I've been creating content on too. So any of the videos that I create that are of that aspect ratio, the 16:9 or 18.5:9 aspect ratio, any of the videos on my channel, those were shot on a Samsung S9 Plus, or now a Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So I started out with the S9 Plus. I've moved on to the Note 9. Both of them are amazing phones by Samsung. Haven't had any issues with them. And definitely some of the best to play a very demanding game. He's actually, let's see what he's doing right now. He's actually not using the S Pen. He's instead collecting some, looks like he just leveled up. He's collecting some rewards. He's also completed an achievement. And they are having fun with PUBG Mobile for sure. He's going to go ahead and try to collect it. There we go. He's also, let's see what he's trying to do. Let's see if he spins that Halloween wheel, maybe, that new event. No, it doesn't look like he's going to. Instead, he's just going to continue playing around with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Say, I love that sound too. It's probably dumb, but I love the sound the S Pen makes when you pop it out of the phone. Let's see if we can get that. There you go. Probably didn't come across very well on the stream, but I assure you that it is a very satisfying sound. What's your channel commentator? This is Derek G. So my name's Derek G. Welcome everybody. So I'm also a mod on the channel, so I'll just spam that out right now. Hello to everyone. Have those cherry, I think it's cherry MX blue switches, so they are nice and clicky. I'm sure that does get picked up on the video. So as we wait for game 2 to start, still talking about things on the commentator desk there. And a reminder that Dubai lurks in the background for the top team. Whoever can secure that top position after today, they are going to be going to Dubai to compete in the global finals. Oh my goodness, I won't be satisfied until somebody finishes a game with an Uzi. Well, the second place team, they did finish the game with a suppressed Vector. So, I mean, that was close. Close, but not quite an Uzi. So, we'll have to see. We still have 2 more games left, and perhaps that will happen. What's your favorite team for the win? gosh, I mean, there are a lot of solid teams for sure. I mean, the YouTube team definitely has a lot of popular support. MyTech is a lot of fun to watch. He has been playing well. He has, with 8 kills now, I think he has 18 total kills for the tournament just himself, which is insane. So, obviously, you know, he's definitely one of the ones I am rooting for, but we'll have to see. So what I'm doing is I'm actually loading the feed. I'm actually loading the live feed. It's called the clean feed, so we don't have any audio on it. And we're going from there. So do apologize if it buffers a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why it would, but we will, because I don't have any drop frames on my end. So either way, game 2, probably getting underway too. That's my main weapon. Oh my goodness, yeah, the main weapon, that, the Uzi, an Uzi with a stock and a compensator and an extended magazine is deadly short range. 35 rounds. It's only 9mm, doesn't hit too hard, but they fire fast. 35 rounds gives you a bit of time to spray your enemies down. And with a comp and a stock, the recoil is pretty negligible, honestly. I mean, it is hardly there. So, you know, if you want a close range combat weapon, I mean a Vector or a Micro Uzi, they're often overlooked for things like the AK or the M4, but those SMGs, man, they do have their place too. They certainly have their place in the game. Why'd you go to the Northeast Island on your last game in Star Challenge NA? We were having fun. I wanted to show you guys how good the loot is there. I actually got 4. So I actually went there on game 7 too. So the goal was for me to loot up and then reconnect with my team and give Iron Sight, who was our sniper, some of the amazing loot I found. Like I found an M24 with a 6x scope and extended magazine on it. A really good gun at range. But unfortunately, the team had died by the time I got back from Spawn Island. But one time I went there, I actually got 4, count them, 4 level 3 helmets on Spawn Island in the same game. It was insane. I had full level 3. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Yeah, that's the problem, is it's hard to get back from it, but Spawn Island has some amazing loot for sure. I was also doing it because it was the most popular video on my channel, and I wanted to kind of just pay, pay my respects to everybody who watches, supports me. Certainly appreciate everybody. And I figured, why not do something a little bit different? Change up the strategy and see what happens. So we had a lot of fun with it. What's your favorite Asian team? Well, we've got a lot of good teams for sure. A lot of good Indian teams too. We'll have to see. I'm very curious how these teams are going to perform in the global finals in Dubai, because the play style is actually pretty different between different regions of the world. So that's something that I'm sure the commentators for Dubai are going to pick up on. But North America, for example, plays very different than Korea, Japan, which plays very different than Asia, which plays different than Europe. So each geographic region plays a little different. Some are more aggressive, some like to play the center of the zone, some like to play the outside of the circle, some rotate early, some rotate with the zone. All of these things are strategy calls that individual teams make based on their preferences, and something that, like I said, the analysis desk and the commentators are hopefully going to pick up on in Dubai, because I think that there's going to be quite a difference in how these teams approach the games. So we are once again loading. Let's see if we can we still play Snake? I'm not sure. So again, what I'm doing is I'm actually live streaming this on my computer. So I'm actually just watching a feed. You can see here's my mouse. And usually when it lags for a second or two like that, you can actually play Snake on YouTube. So maybe next time we'll try to do that. Because like I said, I know it's not my upload because I have 0 drop frames. So everything's good on this end. It might just be the clean feed coming in from South America. They are broadcasting this from Brazil. And as a result, we're getting some drop frames on their end. Still waiting for the second game to start. They might have had an issue. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yesterday, from game to game, it was pretty quick, although they did say that they wanted to start on the top of the hour, so we'll have to see if they start in 3 minutes or so. What region is playing the best? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of talented teams from every region, I think, so I'm very curious how they perform under pressure in Dubai. Spawn Island video is the first one I watched in your channel. Thank you so much, Not a Nerd, for supporting me. And yeah, that was the first video a lot of people actually watched. It has over 2 million views now, which is insane. And that was a lot of people's introduction to my channel. So I figured, why not, we're doing this crazy tournament. We have 70, 80,000 people watching. Why not do something fun and try a different strategy. Go over there, loot up, bring some good loot back, show everybody that Spawn Island, it's a viable place. You know, it's not the easiest to get to, but it's a lot of fun, and if you've never been there before, I recommend you try it out in a match and see what happens. So we're still waiting. Let's actually go live. Let's see if, there we go, perfect. All right, so the second game has started. The playing route is out. We're starting west to east over Georgia, Powell, Rozhok, and Yasnaya. So this is a very friendly playing route. The first one of the day was way to the south. That was the one I was worried about yesterday. We never got one yesterday, but we did today. Lots of teams out early over Georgia, Powell. We'll have to see how many of them actually stay there. But initially, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams dropping in the vicinity. One of them does look like they're going towards hospital. Actually, 2 of them. So we might have 5. We'll have to see. Pachinki is reachable. Not the easiest to reach in this playing route, but you can get there. Yasnaya probably going to be popular too. How about Rozhok and School? I haven't seen many teams go School. I know that it's more of a, let's say, less competitive place to drop. It's one of the places that everybody used to drop when the game first came out, but now, yeah, I'm probably not a favorite of teams like these, but we'll have to see. Team 2 going their customary Stalber, or trying to get as far north as they can. So we'll have to see if they can make it there. Looks like they're doing a 2-2 split just like before. We have Team 1 dropping Pochinki. We have a team going for Multipower, it looks like. We also have the Prison. We'll have to see if they split Prison Mansion. That's a pretty popular strategy because the prison loot isn't the best. And lots of teams in North George. We have three teams in North George. We have one by the crates, one in South George. And we do not have a zone yet. So unfortunately, they're not going to show us a zone yet. Here it goes. Now it's up. So hopefully we'll go back to the minimap in just a couple minutes and take a look at where that zone is so we can get a better sense of where these teams may need to rotate to. But we have RDT. We have Team 3 just looting up the northern part of Yasnaya. We also have 4 teams in Yasnaya Palyana. So we have teams 3, 13, 17, and 16. There is the YouTube team, Team 16 in South Yasnaya. That's pretty common. We have seen them there before, so it looks like one of the locations they are enjoying. We've got a Scar L with a holographic sight. I like the holographic, but it takes up a lot of your view. Let me know actually in the comments, in the live stream comments right now. What do you prefer? A holographic, a red dot, or a 2 times? Let me know. All those, the magnification is actually very similar, so it's personal preference. What do you prefer? Holographic, red dot, or 2 times? Let me know now, and we'll definitely get back to that in a couple minutes and take a look at what you guys think. So we've got VGN taking down 1 player of Team 13. 2 players of 13 are now down. They have a 2-2 split, and it's not working out because, unfortunately, well, they've got 2 down currently. So I don't think they're going to be able to get over there either. Have to watch about VGN going in for the finish potentially. And he's going to let him get there. Surprising. Okay, so the survivors of Team 13, they are not going to try to save their buddies there. Now we have an engage between 16 and 17 over in the eastern part of Yasnaya. There is that Uzi. For those of you who are fans of the Micro Uzi, I don't know if he's going to win a game with one, but there is one currently in operation. Oh my gosh, we've got a lot of red dots. I see a lot of red dots. A holographic, red dot 2 times, holo, red dot 2 times. Got an even split. I mean, that is why all these scopes do exist in the game. It wouldn't make much sense, I suppose, if everybody preferred the same one over one other one, but I myself, I prefer the red dot over the, really depends, but I prefer the red dot over the holo just because it obstructs less of my vision. For longer engagements though, the 2 times I think takes the cake. The red dot's just a little too hard to use with that single reticle. See, getting some healing items there. Team 17 is split in the northern edge of Yasnaya right now. Team 16, there is Keiko, Nitsu, Mitek, as well as Karma. They are currently looting up, like I said, the eastern edge of Yasnaya. It looks like they might actually be going for the structures that are across the road. They have pretty good loot in them too. Yeah, it looks like they might be. They are making their way that way at least. So, no teams are currently out. The only team that has lost members would be Team 13. They lost 2 people. That's why we currently have 78 alive. Never use it 2 times. 2 times then red dot hollow only if the iron sights are bad. Ouch. Not much love for the holographic sight there. Red dot for the AK, hollow for SMGs, 2 times for ARs. That's meta. Yeah, I agree with you, Steven. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you need something on the AK, man. The iron sights on the AK are just awful. But take a look around here. Zenitsu continues to loot up. Has a pistol right now and an Uzi with a stock. Check out that stock in first person there. Definitely allows you to better control the recoil. Take a look at Karma with that AK. We were just talking about that. Nice skin on it too. It's actually... And Kiko is indeed across the road in that 3-story. Whoa, a super airdrop has dropped over by the crates of Georgia Pile. Team 12 going to be able to get that, get some awesome gear. Already see an AWM there. And that is D2R. They went crates. They do not want to be eliminated early. They really want to get kills. They need to get kills. A nice ghillie suit making a cameo there. But they need to get kills in this match. They were first place with a comfortable lead after day 1. But remember, in the second day, game 1, the one we just watched, they lost. They actually went out 20th position with only 1 kill to the YouTube team, and as a result they dropped down to 2nd in the standings now. So if they want to make it to Dubai, they are definitely going to have to perform well these next 2 games. Taking a look at Karma looting up, there is one of the buildings that is very difficult to get out of. Only a couple exits from it, but the loot pretty solid. There's a nice first aid kit. There's another first aid kit. Looks like a, is that a level 3 helmet? No, it's level 1. But still, good loot to be had, but bars across those windows. Nice boost item as well as some bandages if you want those. Grabbing some 7.62, there is another way out of the building from this nice little balcony. Here's a look at the zone. It's a dead center, so a nice friendly zone to everyone. You can see Team 2 looting up Kameshki and Stalber, kind of, those compounds that not a lot of people go to, but you can be surprised. Sometimes there's some pretty good gear that does spawn there. Only 1 team on the military base, and they are going to have to rotate off of it, Team 19. So they have it to themselves, though, so they will certainly have some awesome gear to play the rest of the game with. Take a look at Team 14 maybe, and Razhak. I don't really have any engages. Don't really have any teams that are that close to each other yet, with the exception of Yasnaya, where Team 16 are currently watching is still very close to Team, is that 17? I think 17. And there is VGN, Team 17. They probably know where, yes they do, they know where Team 16 is. They know they're across the street there in those 3-story and the 2-story. That's difficult to get out of, but no engage. So early game action, 2 members of squad 13 eliminated, and after that, silence. Just looting phase, starting to rotate, and nothing more than that. So we've got a team down by the quarry, a team in Primorsk. Nice split, actually. Everybody's kind of giving each other space in this 5th game of the South America Star Challenge Finals. You can see almost 10 minutes into the game, and not much going on. Just lots of teams playing their early loot game strategies out. This is a central zone, so it will certainly be interesting to see where certain teams rotate to. School apartments could be good. School might be good. How about Razhak too, or Watertown perhaps? Whoa, there is the front of the UAZ. Thing needs a new paint job. Well, it's a little rusty, actually. Inside, too. Doesn't look like they're taking the best care of it. Now, I know that it's only a form of transportation, but you really do want to maintain your vehicle. Otherwise, you might get a flat tire or something. But they are driving into the zone. say, or he might spin out or flip upside down or get eliminated some other way, as that one team did. They're rotating into the zone in their UAZ, got lit up by another squad, and that player is not wearing any pants. That is odd. You have a lot of awesome clothing choices. We saw some mummies. We saw a little bit of everything. I think we saw a corn suit or two, maybe a diver suit, but that player decides that a vest is enough. A vest and helmet, that's all you really need, right? How about Team 18? Another nice super airdrop on the way from a flare gun, courtesy of a flare gun. This one fired from, gosh, where is that? South George, I think. I'm pretty sure it's South George too. So, yes. So another flare gun. First one was for D2R in the Georgia Paul crates. The next one, Team 18 in South Georgia Paul. So lots of people starting to establish themselves, but not a lot of action. Team 13, actually, the one that did lose 2 members, they have rotated down to Pochinki, where Team 1 has been since the beginning of the game. And we might have an engage between them, although Pochinki is pretty large too. We have Team 2 now using a 1-car strategy. They looted up some of the lesser known compounds to the northeast corner of the map, and they are rotating towards Severny. Not sure if they're going to stay there or not. It does look like they are going to, yes. Okay, so Team 8 and 2 are going to be in Severny. That is not as large. I don't know if you can share that one too well, so we'll have to see. Team 10 rotating towards Pochinki. And now we might get some action. Team 19 still down in the military base in the blue zone, as is Team 7 down by Ferry Pier. Early zones, though, don't do that much damage, so plenty of opportunity to get back into the game, get into the zone. VSS is beast. Yeah, VSS is solid for sure. Only if you have, and this is my opinion, but only if you have an extended magazine for it, though. Without an extended mag, my personal opinion, I am not a big fan of it. The reload is too slow, and only 10 rounds of 9mm. You better hope you don't miss, because the Uzi gives you 25 or 35. The Vector even gives you 25 rounds of 45, 13 without extended. VSS only 10 rounds of 9mm. So here's Hope Esports, one of the 2 remaining members of Team 13, looking over at 1. They do know where these players who drop Pochinki are. Team 10 actually giving them a wide berth, rotating towards school or school apartments. Could be good. Could be in the middle of the zone for sure. Next zone is indeed a slight northerly shift, but pretty central. That means that Severny is going to be on the northern extent of the zone, but still very much in play. And we may have an engage brewing between Nova and Team 8. So Nova played pretty well yesterday. We'll have to see if they can fight back. They were also out pretty early. First game of day 2. We're now in the second game of day 2, with one more to come after this, after which the team that has the most points is going to move on to Dubai and the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge Global Finals at the end of next month. Also, you want to be in the top 3 because you will place, and there will be a cash prize, I believe, for the top 3 teams. Oh no, what happened there? It looked like a nice peek around the propane tank, and one of those members of Nova just got blown up. Gosh, that was quick. I thought that peak was solid, and then all of a sudden, instantly down. That was probably a headshot. VSS requires patience. Indeed, it does. Yeah, you can't just run in with the VSS and try to mow people down. Honestly, in automatic mode with a extended magazine, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it definitely doesn't do that much. Let me see if I can actually pull up off screen what the DPS is of these weapons, because I'm curious how much something like the VSS actually does. Let's take a look. Got the Car 98 here. VSS is a DMR, or designated marksman rifle, and it fires fast. It does about 480 DPS. That puts it on par with a lot of assault rifles. You've got, for example, the M416 does 500, the AUG does 500, QBZ does 466. So honestly, with an extended magazine and automatic mode, it's on par with an AR as far as DPS goes. That's pretty cool. You can see grenades are away. Are they spooky grenades? I think they are. Yes. They are spooky because they blow up with a scary face for Halloween. And that is why you want to peek the corner. Unfortunately, I got caught out there. Is going to be able to get the revive off. And this is the engage that we are going to be focusing on now on the northern extent of the next circle in Severny. We have teams 8 and 2. Nova able to get a nice knock there, but then goes down to the player who's on the church roof. Has a nice angle of engagement there. See that suppressed M4 doing work, firing across. Has a 6-time scope on it. Is now advancing with the AKM. AK does a little bit more DPS, close range. His bullets hit a little bit harder. Space gets a nice knock. And we have a nice loading screen. Awesome. So we'll give it a second. Take a look at what's happening. Let me know if you guys are also watching the Spanish or the Portuguese stream. Let me know if that's also lagging or not. I don't know if it's an issue with their live stream or an issue with the download. Either way, we're back. Space has to reload that nice pan gun. The DP after that engage has full level 3. That's some pretty good gear. Space actually did wipe a squad there. So they're in a compound that is just south of the river. And they have 14 kills. 14 kills and lots of good gear. Some nice skins on those helmets. The backpacks too. So I like to see that. Here's YouTube Karma. Looking around. Team 16 has rotated also towards the river. Towards the middle of that zone. Firing some bullets at Team 17, who's in the forest currently. You can see that the next circle, like I was saying before, was a nice friendly shift to the north of the first one. And Razak, dead center. We had one game that ended in Razak in the Star Challenge North America Finals last weekend. And oh my goodness, was it insanely intense. We had like 12 or 15 teams in Razak at the same time. Gosh, it was just crazy. Crazy. Shots everywhere. It is Derek G. Indeed it is. I am providing the commentary, the English commentary for the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge South America Finals Day 2. Here's a vehicle. They hear a vehicle rotating in. Next zone is a friendly shift to the west again. Wow, it's a lot smaller than the previous one, but that is what happens as you start to rotate into the late game. Nice mummy costume there. And Razak, again, a great choice, as is Watertown. Watertown's a little more difficult to defend, though. We also have some pretty high up compounds on the northern extent of the next circle. So we'll have to see. Those are pretty defensible. You can actually look down at the river and shoot anybody who's coming across. If the next zone is actually going to tell us a lot, because it'll let us know if the closing circles are going to be north or south of the river. Because if you have to cross that late game, that could be disastrous for a team. You can't really drive across it reliably. And if you have to swim, good luck. I have trouble picking VSS or Mini these days. I found myself going Scar VSS more and more. Yeah, the Mini has been the... Thank you, Dr. Minaj. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for the shout out. But yeah, honestly... The Mini 14 for the longest time has been a staple for long-range combat. Everybody enjoys it. Everybody loves it. The recoil's low. The follow-up shots are pretty quick. And just all around an awesome weapon. See Team 12 now engaging Team 15, pushing up on their compound. D2R. They were out early last game. They cannot afford another game like that if they want to place. And it looks like they're going to be able to potentially get a squad wipe here. Yes, they do. 2 members go down. 2 members of their squad go down. Both can get revived. We do have to watch Team, 19. Don't know how close they are, but they are on the map. So they are within 300 or so meters. So D2R, nice engage there. Nice squad wipe and 4 team kills. But again, look at that top left of your screen. 68 alive, 18 teams left. That means that if you die right now, you're only getting 100 points. That is it. 100 placement points plus whatever you get as far as kills, 15 points per kill. But overall, you do not want to die this early. Here's a nice rotation into the school apartments, which are now the southeast corner of the next circle. Looked for a time like this might be the place you want to be, but no more. After this zone, unless you get a very favorable southeast shift, you are going to have to rotate out of it. VGN, taking a look over across Watertown there, or Rozhok rather, at squad 14. Hold up in that 2-story. They have a 2-zone strategy, or I guess 2-zone strategy of 2 and 2. There are some players down by the river. Like I said, that is not where you want to be late in the game. Whoever gets a position, to be able to shoot down, very similar to the first game we were watching with Team 3 up on the high ground. If this zone shifts to the north, I'm calling it right now, and you never know with these games, but if this zone shifts to the north, expect whoever sets up across the river on that hill to have an excellent opportunity to close this one out. So it's still too early to make that call. There are still 18 teams left, but we'll have to take note of the next zone for sure. Space has 4 team kills too. They wiped a team. Nice AK with an extended magazine. The AK recoil has been reduced with 0.9.0, so it makes that gun a little more viable over the 5.56 that a lot of people used to use. Nova taking some shots up the hill too. He realizes that IG, that would be Mr. Bug, and the rest of that team, they are up there working on position. Also have 2 members of Squad 6 who are in the second story of that building. It was a split strategy, and it doesn't look like it worked out because everybody other than one player of Team 6 is knocked right now, I think. I'll have to see if that nade connects. Here we go. It does not. Spooky, but it does not connect. There is the last member of IG running for his life. Not where you want to be. He is behind a tree. Hopefully he has some smoke grenades. Derek G. Yes, indeed. Rotations are much crazier in South America. Yeah, that's why, like I said, we'll have to keep an eye on the global finals, how these teams play, because different regions play the game very differently. So I'm curious, when you put all those together, what happens? All right, we have a player who's currently hiding under a truck. This is an interesting play. You don't see this all that often. Playing for position at this point, the sole survivor of his team. They're going to realize, though, that they only got 3 kills on the kill feed. So where is that 4th person? He's actually hiding behind the back of the truck. So he's not under it. He's actually behind the back of it. There are some vehicles you can crawl under for better protection, but once you get caught out there, good luck getting out. You are going to die. Now let's see if he sees legs there. You can actually shoot the legs and do some damage, but he's thinking about it. And take quite a few shots in the foot, though, in order to actually kill somebody. Look at all those opportunities, though. So many legs. There's a bush. We got some sandals, I think. We have a little bit of everything. There's a vehicle now. And he's playing for position, so maybe he's not. Yeah, it doesn't look like he wants to engage. He's just hiding. And he's good. He is fine. 18 teams alive. Again, still 18 teams. We're 24 minutes into the game, and only 2 teams have gone out back into the lobby. So this is where, you're playing the position game. You cannot die this early. You still will not get those placement points. Different techniques are used in different regions. Indeed, they are. Definitely. That's what I'm curious about, too. I'm curious in the global finals how that all kind of plays out, how these teams play well together. You have teams that are more aggressive, less aggressive, rotate center zone, rotate edge of zone. I mean, gonna throw a spooky nade through the second story window. Team 4 and 7 rushing that compound. Boom! There we go. Nice knock there, but he cannot advance yet. He has to retreat temporarily. Gets a nice finish there. He is thinking about it, but didn't realize there are still players up, still players returning fire, so not able to advance his position yet. Throwing a nice smoke grenade there to cover their tracks. See, the next zone has rotated north. The next zone is north of the river. That means, like I said, whoever is establishing themselves high up on that hillside, they have an excellent opportunity to close this game out. We'll have to see. There's still 17 teams left. One player just died to the play zone. Take a look at Swagger here of PGU, Team 11. 11-2. Getting into an engage now. Nova squad. To see who comes out on top of this one. Nova has the 3-story building advantage, but will that be enough to overcome PGU and their skill? Say they have a level 3 vest, level 2 helmet. That's a pretty solidly outfitted person. And PGU, actually both teams have to worry about getting third party by team 6. So 2 more at risk of that because 6 is to their north, 11 to their south. So they might get sandwiched in between, and that is not a position you want to be in. Nova with a nice peek there, get some shots in on Swagger. Gonchok with the 8 times and a Car 98, looking to do some damage with that. 6 actually rotating up to the north, running away from this engagement. Gonchok with a adrenaline syringe, gonna get 100% boost from that. This is the English commentary for the South America Star Challenge Finals Day 2. We're also broadcasting in Spanish and Portuguese if those are more are the languages that you're more familiar with, if you want to watch those. But thank you to everybody who's watching the English broadcast. Over 500 people watching right now. Make sure you hit the like button on YouTube. It helps me out, as well as PUBG Mobile with the YouTube algorithms constantly shifting. Tommy here is going to get a revive on his teammate. All members of PGU Squad 11 still alive. 4 team kills so far. So, looking pretty good. Space getting more kills. Space has done pretty well this game. This is the compound that I said you have to watch for. They actually do have to rotate, though, with the zone into the east, where the zone is setting up. This is the one that's going to be doing 3 damage per second. So after this next zone closes, it goes from 3 to 5 damage per second. That gets very, very difficult to heal, out-heal. They need to get into a vehicle and start moving towards the safe zone right now. Here is the bridge. You do not want to cross this bridge. Look at all the people. Oh my gosh, look at all the people to the south of the bridge. Squad 3, again, setting up in an excellent position to be able to deny all these people pushing across. VGN is currently outside the zone. Looks like he's going to die to the zone, I think. Yes, it does. Sync does go down to the zone. Gordo is actually taking, breath damage. He has to come up for air. Look at all the players who are rotating into the next zone, which is another hard shift to the north. Oh my goodness. Get some love for the North America teams. We'll have to see. Those would be Gangstars, Team Gates, and Gangstars, Team Gates, and Wicked's team, right? Yeah, it's Wicked's team. So I am blanking on the name right now, but Gangstars and Team Gates were 1 and 2, and Wildcard, that's it. Wildcard was 3rd in the North American Finals last weekend. So VGN, you can see here taking shots from behind him, from ahead of him. Oh my goodness. Gets a, wow, he's down to 0 health. Hopefully he doesn't die full damage there. No, he's able to apply a bandage. Hopefully these guys had some healing items. He's going to need them. Here's one of the few compounds still in the zone. Everybody is running for it. Oh my goodness. Squad 16, YouTube squad, is still alive. 9 squads are left at this point. Another spooky grenade going in through the window. Papa Mike throwing those spooky grenades for D2R. Also has an AUG. Doesn't have much recoil. It's a pretty awesome. Whoa, a little bit of friendly fire there. Popping a grenade into the 2nd story. D2R halls. Barbara is actually pushing up the stairs with that M249, asserting authority there, just running up and spraying everybody down. Also has a suppressed Groza, which does an insane amount of DPS. So my gosh, these are squads that like to loot those airdrops, and it's really paying dividends right here with a level 3 backpack, a level 3 vest, and a level 2 helmet. This person has, Papa Mike has a level 3 helmet, level 2 vest, level 3 backpack, and an AUG. So lots of crate-only gear here. EVOS or RRQ will win the global. We'll have to see. There are a lot of solid teams who are going to be competing in Dubai for sure. MyTech, we very briefly looked at Squad 16. They are rotating into the next zone, so there are 5 teams left alive. We'll have to see. I don't know as far as kills. Who has the kills this game? YouTube Squad only has 4, but they are alive. They are going to secure a top 5. They want to secure at least a top 3 if they can help it, though, because that is what they need to grab those points. Squad 3 also in a good position. They're actually behind Squad 11. Uh-oh, he goes down, though. So that is it. Squad 9, rather, gets the kill on Squad 3. He was a solo player. Did his best to stay behind the advancing squad towards the zone, but unfortunately gets caught. YouTube Karma, again, we're taking a look at this. D2R, though, strong showing. Like I said, in first place after day 1. Disappointing result, first game of day 2. 9 kills and a top 4 at least, though, for this game. There's the MK14, also a beast. Lots of DPS from that, for sure. Take a look at that, actually see what the DPS of the MK is. It's actually 700 almost. That's insane. More than the Groza, more than any AR. If you can control the recoil, that MK14 close range shreds through enemies. Zone is doing 5% per second. After it closes, it's doing 7% per second. You cannot survive outside the zone right now. BRK going down. D2R with the MK14 has to reload. It only has 3 shots. Papa Mike with that AUG firing down, getting those finishes, securing those kills. 13 kills now for D2R, looking very strong at this point. They have a lot of awesome gear. They have 13 team kills, all 4 members alive and almost fully healed. They see a member of Team 9 throwing a spooky grenade. Will it connect? We don't know. It cut away. Oh no. And it did. It did connect. The grenade got him. We did not see it, unfortunately, but the grenade did connect. He knew he was behind that tree. Beautiful throw there. Team YouTube also has 3 members fully alive, so we're down to the top 3. They did secure him a top 3 spot. Mr. Bug. Oh my gosh, Mr. Bug, how are you doing? Sole survivor there, so it is a 4v3v1 right now. Mr. Bug playing for position, of course, and D2R and YouTube going for the win. So one of these... we'll have to see. I mean, Mr. Bug could pull off something crazy, but a 3v4v1 definitely favors the squad either with 4 players or 3 players usually. So throwing down a Molotov does not connect. And there we go. Unfortunately, Barbara does get Mr. Bug. Gonna have to sell for 3rd. Still a solid effort. YouTube, Nitsu gets a knock, gets another knock. D2R Holes, though, gets a double knock on him as the zone is closing and is able to bring it home with the DP28, that pan weapon just shredding. So YouTube made a run at the top, 5 kills and a 2nd place finish. That is not too bad, but if they want to place top 3, they are going to need to get a win and a ton of kills in the last game, game 6, I would imagine. D2R, they did fall off. They had a rough first game. They come back, though, with a victory. And look at all the kills, 18 kills. I was wondering which teams had the kills in this game. That is because they killed almost a quarter of the lobby themselves. My goodness, D2R, strong showing. They were out first. I was worried after the first game. They respawn with a win, a very, very convincing win with 18 kills in the 2nd game. That is for sure going to secure 1st place for them right now. But they're going to have to play a solid final game today if they want to make it to Dubai. That is for sure, because they will be in 1st. Probably a fairly comfortable lead, I would guess, after the 2nd game. But, yeah, you can see they were out first game, so, anything can happen still. But YouTube Squad, I'd imagine that they are going to advance further up in the standings. They were 7th coming into today. After game 1, they were 6th. Now, I would think that they are going to be in the top 5 after a solid 2nd place game. Only 5 kills. Mr. Bug, they didn't get any kills, but they played well for position. Plus, I love saying his name, so... We also have the rest of the squads. Take a look at where everybody placed right now. And like I said, the distribution as far as kills go, not that crazy, honestly. I mean, just a few teams getting a majority of the kills. So first game, we saw very much the same thing. And first day, it was very different. First day, we had kills, this squad with 5, this squad with 3, this squad with 7. Now we're seeing the squads kind of pull away. 18 kills for the winners, D2R, destined to rise after this 2nd game. as we go back to the commentator desk. I knew you. I love you. Thank you so much for the love. Go Derek G. Yay. This is Derek G providing English commentary on the South American Finals, Star Challenge Finals for South America. We are through 5 games with only 1 game left. It's crazy. I'm getting invested in this. This is so fun. I'm having a blast commentating, and you get invested with these teams, and I don't want it to be over. We only have 1 game left. Who is going to take it? Who is going to place? Who is going to make their way to Dubai? I don't know, but we only have 1 game left on a Wrangle first-person perspective. There was that peak. That is insane. I cannot believe he got that. That must have been like 2 headshots in a row or something in order to take him out that fast. There's Watson. Unfortunately, gets caught out. Was not peeking. And that is why you want to do that. Definitely expose less of your body. D2R with a beautiful push here on that compound earlier in the game. You can see Halls and the rest of them going to town. They do lose 2 members here, but both of them get picked up. And that will be important later in the game because it ends up being a 4v3v1, and they needed every one of those last people to beat YouTube Squad. You see VGN also had a solid game. They also got a lot of kills. We also have some lag. It wasn't too bad during the game, but again, I am recording a feed from Brazil, so do apologize. You know, we kind of just deal with what we've got, and we'll go from there. So if we get a period of lag, I will try to play Snake, and we'll see how that goes. We got Sync. This is VGN Sync, and Samuk, who was outside the play zone. He sacrificed himself, but did get some kills in the meantime. Let's see if we can hit the arrow keys. Unfortunately, nope, doesn't work. So you used to be able to, when you were loading a stream on YouTube, play with the arrow keys and play a little game of Snake there. So D2R, they were pushing this 3-story with that M249 going to town. Also had a suppressed Groza, which is arguably even better close range. And here was Barber here with that suppressed Groza doing over 600 DPS. Insane. You can kill people super fast with that. Here was Halls getting the knocks on IG. That is why Mr. Bug was the sole survivor. He was playing for position. Ended up getting 3rd place. Not bad at all. Pop Mike with the AUG. D2R had so many crate-only weapons. Oh my goodness. And here was Halls with the DP, able to clutch it. 47 rounds. MyTech the last one to fall, and a win for D2R, destined to rise. Doing a great job. Thank you everybody for the positive feedback. If you guys haven't already liked the stream, it helps me out, helps PUBG Mobile out. Hit that like button on YouTube, and I certainly appreciate it. Bug scope, yeah, sometimes you still get that as far as a spectating bug. When you scope in, you can't see anything or a scope. Here we go. We have the standings. So, Io Bambu, unfortunately, I know I'm saying your name wrong. Unfortunately, you're still in last place. You have 1 more game to turn it around. See if you can get, a couple more total kills. And we have Racy Sports. We have ALK, Olimpo Team. We have Tardo Spore Drop. I know that means something. You guys can let me know in the comments. We also have RBSU Ports, Penguins, Insanity BR at Red Dot Team, and Xane Gaming. So those are your teams currently 11th through 20th after 5 games of this 6-game tournament. That's right, we only have 1 game left. And there you go, your leader, destined to rise with an excellent 18-kill 5th game. It's a win, 18 kills, pulling away a nice 400 almost point cushion now between them and BRK Sports, who did win the second game, or the first game today. So they did win the first game. They're currently in 2nd place. Destined to rise, though, healthy lead. They are going to have to secure at least a middle finish, though, I'd imagine, to clinch their ticket to the global finals in Dubai. YouTube 4 Gaming, 1,660 versus 3rd place. Falconegro, currently with almost 1,800 points. So they're about 130 back. So YouTube 4 Gaming, if they want to place on the podium, I don't think at this point they can win it. unless they had some crazy 40 kill win or something in Destined to Rise and other players did really bad. But YouTube for Gaming could certainly place probably second or third if they win the next game or put up a very, very strong showing. So certainly not out of it. Same with Invictus Gaming. They were in third, I think, last game, and they are in it too. They're in contention for the podium. I'd say Tech 2 has a shot. I think you need at least 1,500, though, realistically, to try to get in the top 3 at this point. So there you have it, your top 10 out of the 20 teams competing for the South America Star Challenge Finals. Space Monkeys in 7. I do love your name. Going to go ahead, grab some water real quick as we wait. And we're back at the desk. Probably going to be talking a little bit about what they just saw, as well as the sponsor for the event, Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So I'm going to go ahead and just catch up on messages while we wait. Remember, if you want to tweet out regarding this event, I'm not sure what happens, but that would be awesome if you could do it. It is hashtag PMSCSA. That is PUBG Mobile Star Challenge South America. So tweet out using that hashtag, and maybe you'll be featured. I think yesterday they featured some of the tweets on the live stream, so they might do that later. So there's some incentive to get your tweets in now. Not sure what they are doing now. I believe they were playing Sudoku after the first game, so who knows? See, in the background, Dubai Festival Arena, end of November, the Star Challenge Global Finals, and they go to it right now. So we have a 5-minute break, 5-minute intermission before the final game of the day, and man, is it going to be an important final game, because Destined to Rise, healthy cushion. Will they clinch first place, though? I think they're going to need to get to at least a 10th or so to secure. So I think they need at least a middle-of-the-road finish in order to secure, even with a 5 or 400-ish point cushion. Who is the commentator? Derek G. That is my name. I am commentating this in English. Having a lot of fun doing it over the last almost hour and 45 minutes or so. And stay right here. I'm probably going to go ahead, grab a snack. I'll be back when the countdown timer is down to about a minute or so. Until then, enjoy yourselves. We have an intermission between game 2 and 3. And this is going to be the third and final game of day 2 of the Star Challenge South America Finals.
The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Like a remote control for a phone. Why would you... Oh, that's why. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need, until you need it. The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Like a remote control for a phone. Why would you... Oh, that's why. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need, until you need it.
Alrighty, I am back. 9 seconds to go. Snack in my belly. It's getting worried if I got too hungry. I was looking over at that Samsung Galaxy Note 9, the sponsor of PUBG Mobile. I'm like, no, that would not make a tasty snack. It's an awesome phone. The S Pen is a lot of fun to use, but probably not that tasty. So now we are going to be watching one of the lead artists of PUBG Mobile talking about how easy it is to create a map, copy, and paste.
Simply copied and pasted.
JK.
Just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
This is Miramar, but very, very similar strategy, I'd imagine, for the transfer of Sonic from PC to mobile. You have to redo everything from textures to terrain to the complexity of the buildings and all that fun stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and mute myself until we get back to the commentary desk, but enjoy this for sure. And again, thank you to Samsung for sponsoring the event.
The brand new Dusk mode provides vastly different visual experience. We got 3 new weapons, each with its unique characteristics. Even some of the vehicles got a fresh new paint job. The desert map is 50% larger than the island map, so there is way more content. The area outside the city is a wide open mountainous region which lacks shelters such as trees or grass. There's way more middle and long distance combat which requires greater precision when shooting. So players better get to be good at estimating their relative positions from enemies to find the best hiding spot on the back of a slope. Actually, some of our less popular places, such as island, mine caves, ruins, have good loot. Trust me. This new map is awesome. So we're constantly working on stuff during the daytime, and then we stay up all night playing. Who needs sleep? Play PUBG Mobile.
And here we are back at the desk now, that lovely spinning circle, talking probably about how they are now on camera, messing around with that Samsung Galaxy Note 9, waiting for the third and final match of Day 2 of the South America Star Challenge Finals to start. So we'll have to see if they draw any crazy pictures today, or maybe one of those animated text things, whatever those are called. But they were having a lot of fun with that Samsung Galaxy Note 9 yesterday for sure, passing it back and forth. And we'll have to see if they have any tricks up their sleeve for the final game of the day. But this is indeed the final game of Star Challenge South America Finals 2018. Also, this will be the 6th game. It's also going to be first-person perspective, just like the first 5. And we'll have to see, will Destined to Rise, D2R, will they be able to clinch first place? Right now, they have a pretty healthy lead. They actually had a healthy lead going into today, but then the first game of the day, they were out early. Unfortunately, they only got 1 kill, and they were out in 20th place. After the first game, they were down in 2nd place, but in the second game of day 2, they were able to come back with a dominant 18-kill victory, which has propelled them to where they are right now with a 400-point cushion. So, hey Derek, are you in Brazil? I wish. No, I am actually in the U.S. back home casting this. But maybe in the future, could cast it on location. That would be pretty cool for sure. I'd definitely be up for that. But no, this one I'm actually just casting based on what I see on their live feed. So that works for me, works for PUBG Mobile. We're going to have a lot of fun and do as best as we can as we move into the 6th and final game of Star Challenge 2018 South America Finals. Again, a lot on the line for these teams. Again, D2R, healthy cushion in first place right now. But only the top team gets into Dubai. And Team YouTube making a push up the leaderboard. They were in 14th, then they were in 7th, then they were in 6th. Now they are up to 4th. Will MyTech and crew be able to clinch one of the top 3 positions after this 3rd and final game? They're going to need to have a good game. Last game they didn't have many kills, but they did get 2nd position, and that gave them quite a few points. So will they be able to replicate in Game 6? I don't know, but they are going to need to if they want to reach the podium. So they're probably just talking about all of that right now with that lovely backdrop Dubai in the background. On what I'm pretty certain is a Samsung TV. It's actually a pretty nice Samsung TV. It's rather large. Don't know, that's probably, I would estimate 65 or 70 inches. Why did NA play 8 games but South America only 6? I am not entirely sure. What was your snack? Goldfish. I wish it was a chicken dinner. No, I didn't have time though. I only had 3 minutes. What else were you guys asking? Yeah, because Europe actually played 10 matches for their finals, and they had a show match. So in Europe, they actually did a Sonic show match to begin each day, and then they did 5 matches. North America did 4 each day for a total of 8, and South America is doing 3 each day for a total of 6. So not entirely sure what the format is, but I do know that when you make it to the global finals, there's somebody who tweeted using the hashtag PMSCSA. Congratulations for making your way onto the cast. Awesome. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I know that all those teams are going to be competing together in Dubai in about a month. So regardless of how they got there, as far as how many games they had to play, or third person, first person, now, everybody's going to be playing the same map, same even playing field, and we are going to have a global champion in just over a month. 3 teams from, do you play South America? Or do you play, what? Derek, do you play PUBG Mobile yourself? Yes, I do. I do, but I am by no means a professional player. We did get 8th in the North America Star Challenge Finals, which I'll take. But we actually had a 2nd place and a 3rd place. We almost won the first game, which would have been crazy against Gangstars. But I am a Diamond player. I think if I played a lot, I would be in Crown, but I don't know if I'd be in Ace. I don't know if I'm that good, honestly. So I'm having fun. I'm getting better. It's an awesome game for sure. No way it was goldfish for your snack. That's why I sent in the chat. Indeed, those of you who know me, who watch my streams on my channel, you guys know that goldfish are my go-to snack for streams, or it seems to be at least. This is how I was supporting you during the NA Finals. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support. Certainly appreciate that. Best tactic, shoot them in the face. Indeed, it's always a good tactic. When will it begin? I don't know. It depends on how long these commentators talk and how long it takes the match to get set up. All I'm doing is watching, so you guys know what we're doing here behind the scenes. Look behind the scenes here. What we're doing is we're actually playing a YouTube video right now. Here's my mouse. And I'm playing the live stream. It's called the clean stream, the clean feed, because we don't have any audio on it, just game audio. So this is what I'm watching and what I'm commentating on. So I'm not entirely sure with the schedule. I know that the matches are supposed to start around the top of the hour, I think. So we might have a few more minutes to wait as an intermission in between game 2 and 3, but we will be getting to... we'll be getting there, probably in the next couple minutes, getting to the third and final game of the day. Do you know the format for Dubai? No, I do not yet. But I'd imagine, if I had to guess, I would imagine that there are going to be a good number of games because it is a global final. I think that it's 2 days, so I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, but it will be exciting. However it's going to be played, I can guarantee you one thing, and that is that a lot of people are going to watch around the world. And it's going to be exciting because we had almost, I think it was like 80,000 people watching the North America finals. So I can only imagine how many people are going to want to watch the global finals. I'd imagine it's going to be over a couple 100,000, which is insane to think about. It's past 5 minutes. They said 5 minutes. Oh no. I don't know. All I am doing is watching their feed and keeping you guys entertained until the game starts. How many wins do you have on your PUBG account? I am not sure. Probably quite a few between the seasons. I don't know. Not that many. Maybe I'd say 150 maybe or so between the seasons. I'm not sure. I will pull that up right now while we wait. We'll find out. It's past 5. They said 5 minutes. Oh no. And Joel says, I gave all my votes to you, love from India. I know how much you support you. Thank you, everybody who has been supporting me, the growth of my channel, and everybody who was voting for me in the Star Challenge North America Finals. It was a lot of fun for sure. And you guys were the reason that we were even there. So that was awesome for sure. Let's see here that we have... Can we even vote anymore? I don't think we can even... Oh, we can still vote. You can still vote for your favorite team in South America or in Asia. IND Nova, Team India, running away with the vote, though, with over 1. I think they're running away with it, right? With over 1.6 million votes. That's insane. That is awesome to see, for sure. You made our day. Are you Derek G? Yes, I am. Let's take a look here. We'll see. You guys are asking, oh wait, it's the wrong account. Never mind, I have to log in to my normal one. And then we'll find out how many wins we have. When's the Asia Finals? I think, don't quote me on this because I haven't been told anything by PUBG yet. I think it's next weekend, right? Didn't they say they were doing finals every weekend? For 4 consecutive weekends. And Europe Finals was 2 weeks ago. North America Finals was last week. South America Finals is this week. So I think Asia Finals is going to be next week. But I'm not 100% on that. So we'll see. We will see. Yo. Somebody said, yo, welcome. Axel to the chat. When do you stop playing bots? As you play more, I'd say. I mean, if you're playing a custom room, it's all people. If you're playing war mode, I think it's all people. So it depends on what you're playing too. Take a look here at my standings. Let's find out. Let's go to statistics. All right, I have 3 wins. That is not many. And I have 25 wins and 30. It says doesn't count any custom games. But I haven't played that many rounds. I probably have 100 wins on the account. That's about it. So I know there are some people who have played like 600 games just this season. But unfortunately, as a content creator, most of my time is actually spent, well, creating content and not playing matches. So looks like they are playing around on their Samsung Galaxy Note 9 phone, as official sponsor of PUBG Mobile. And here we go into Game 6. The final match of PUBG Mobile Star Challenge South America Finals. So will D2R destined to rise? Will they be able to take it and secure their spot in Dubai? Or will another team play an excellent game and challenge them for the lead? We are going to find out right now. Playing route is east to northwest. Will anybody drop Zarky? I don't think so, but who knows? We'll find out. You got a team going for Malta Factory, it looks like. Another team, 2 teams actually going near Malta proper. That would be Team 19 and 7. Team 4 is floating towards Pochinki. I don't know if they're going to make it on that flight path, though. They might actually be going for one of the compounds by farm. We have, oh my goodness, look at all the teams dropping. Yasnaya. Team 2, as is customary, they're going towards Stalber and those northerly compounds. They like to loot those guys that are up to the north there by Kameshki and then make their way down south. Will anybody go Zarki? The only possible team is Team 3. Come on, prove me wrong. It has that cool fall foliage to it. Here is Destined to Rise. D2R looks like they are going to be dropping George Paul crates, I think. And here we go. Welcome to Yasnaya, where anything can happen when you have 4 squads in close proximity starting to loot up. YouTube 4G. Yes, there's a lot of love for the YouTube squad. That is Team 16. Where are they? They're in Yasnaya, Polyana, just like they usually drop. We'll have to see. This is a hot drop zone with this sort of flight path. You actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in Yasnaya. Early game engages here. You cannot go out early if you want to place. If they want to place, they have to survive until at least the top like 3 or 4 with a lot of kills. We've got squad 8 and 5 actually by school apartments. Never mind, we have jumped from Yasnaya to school apartments where there are 2 teams in close proximity. We've got squads 8 and 5. So 8's up the hill on those large 3 stories with the roofs, whereas squad 5 is down the hill with those 2 stories. There is a nice knock with an Uzi. The micro Uzi guys said, will you win with one? D2R did not use a micro Uzi. They actually used a DP to win the last game, but you never know. We still have an hour game. Maybe they will use that micro Uzi to great effect. We'll find out. Squad 8. Jockeying for position. All of them are still alive, too, and in pretty good health. So that certainly helps. Look at that pump action shotgun. No cool skin on that one, but still a good weapon close range for sure. We have Android Gamer, who is rushing the stairs, rushing his position, firing, and going to get the knock and probably the finish, too. Is he going to go for the finish? He's reloading. Yes, he does. He knows he is outmatched. He's trying to jump out of the window. Unfortunately, gets stuck. And the Android Gamer is able to get him from behind there. But either way, one member of INS does go down, but they have 4 kills. That is a squad wipe. Team 8 going to take that one. And that was the first team out of the match. Only 100 positioning points. They did get a kill, so that's going to be 115 points for them. That is it. Take a look over at the chat. Extended magazine, more damage. Yes, extended magazine allows you to fire for a longer amount of time, so that certainly is of benefit. Got Hope Esports of Team 13 looting up. There's a nice first aid kit. How about a level 2 backpack or level 3 backpack? Don't mind if I do. Have a pistol and an AK. So an AK with a holographic sight. That's not bad. This looks like Pochinki. Indeed it is. There's a pan double first aid kit. Sorry, gonna pick them up. There's a Car 98 too. Oh my goodness. This person has a YouTube Karma of Team 16 with the micro Uzi with an extended magazine gets a knock, but unfortunately Nitsu is also knocked. So squad 14 and 16 very close to each other. And then squad 16, the YouTube squad is split. So MyTech not going to be able to really help out Karma much from this position. Doesn't look good. Karma very, very worried. Going to throw a smoke grenade. Going to try to get across the road here. But 14 and 16. YouTube squad looks like they have a 1-2-1 split right now. And I'll have to see. Nitsu firing. He has been picked up. He has used a first aid kit and is now firing out at Foxes. Here goes a nade. It's actually a flashbang. Boop. There it goes. Nice little puff of white smoke there. Little flash. Obviously, if you're affected by it, you see a lot more than that. You see quite a bit. But not a spooky nade, if it was a spooky grenade, could have gotten a nice knock there. It looked like the positioning on the grenade was good. And that has actually allowed Team 16 to retreat. Now all 4 members are back across the road in the upper part of Yasnaya, all still alive. You can see Space, also another team that performed well in the first game of the day. They have lost 1 member, but they are looking intently across the street at Team 16. I'm pretty sure they know who they are because they did get that knock on Nitsu. So we'll have to see. I love Miramar because there's no people laying on the ground. Miramar doesn't get that much love anymore. I'm glad that there are some fans who are appreciative of the map. Obviously, a lot of hard work went into it, and it's cool. Yeah. And it's not the best for custom rooms just because you tend to have these giant lulls in the action. You know, everybody's playing custom rooms. They like, especially when I'm commentating, they like to have that, quick turnaround where you're watching one squad and then all of a sudden another squad rolls up on them and then you're going to another location. And there's just constant action to watch. It's very exciting and engaging. But Miramar, you usually get those early game engagements and then the mid game slows down a little bit. Here's Kano, unfortunately, does not have a scope on that AK, and that is not what you want. You want at least a holographic or a red dot or something on that gun because it's not that good without one. Hard to aim down the sights because there aren't that much in the way of iron sights with that weapon. Nice knock there. Two teams are still in or so far out of the match. Don't know what I was trying to say there. Looking over at the chat, got distracted by the Uzi. All Samsung phones. Do you have a YouTube channel and want to subscribe? Yes, my YouTube channel is Derek G. So my YouTube channel is Derek G. And I appreciate that for sure. I do custom rooms as well as commentary like this. We also do tutorials and helpful videos on the updates, sort of thing. You can see some bullets flying out, a new feature of PUBG Mobile 0.9.0. You have tracer rounds for those who are commentating. It allows you to more easily figure out where shots are coming from and where somebody got shot from, especially when people are taking cover and situations like that. And let's take a look at the eye in the sky as we get stuck. There we go. Team 18 and 17 still in Yasnaya. One member of Team 17 way up to the north there, looting those northernmost compounds. And where did YouTube squad go? I'm not sure. They were in the northwest part of Yasnaya, but I don't see them on the minimap right now. So they either rotated out of there, or perhaps it looks like the zone is actually yeah, this is Yasnaya, and it looks like the zone is to the south. So I would think that this initial zone is going to favor locations like Pochinki. We'll have to see as we back out. And as we back out and take a look at the minimap. Remember again, guys, I am commentating on the feed, so I have no control over what they show. So hopefully they will show the minimap again fairly soon. That way we can take a look at it and determine where teams are rotating to. There's that member of VGN up further north than the rest of the squad. Going to move back, position himself there. See teams 18 and 17 Space still occupying the southern end of Yasnaya. What's going on with YouTube 4G? I don't know. I actually don't know what's going on with anybody right now because we are waiting for the stream to buffer. So again, it's not on my end. I have 0 drop frames for the broadcast, but you can see here we are watching a YouTube video and might be having some network issues down there today. So this is being broadcast from Brazil, and unfortunately we're getting some freezing there. So not entirely sure what's going on. We'll kind of just try to monitor it and go from there. We'll take a look at the task manager and make sure that we've got ample network. We do. Gigabit down, so I can't imagine that would be the issue. Either way, Team 18 peeking out at Team 17, still in the northern edge of Yasnaya as we wait for the wheel to load. Let's go ahead and see if we can jump back to live and take a look at Space. So we're still in Yasnaya where 3 teams are. Where did Team YouTube go? That is the question of the day right now. Team 16, they are pink. and I do not see them, so they might have rotated out of Yasnaya. Here we go, Shelter. Some action in Shelter. This is rather uncommon. Teams 9 and 15. Nice block by the Pan there. You could hear that bullet ricocheted off of that impenetrable Pan. Nice suppressed M16 there. Large concrete column doing some blocking, but one member of Team 9 does go down, but that looks like a squad wipe with 4 team kills. There's YouTube squad. Team 16, they're actually rotating down to the south. So they're driving down to the south. I'm sure we'll see them more. It looks like they're going more towards the center of the zone. Like I said, we haven't seen the minimap yet with the zone, but I'd imagine that places like Pachinki might be solid choices this game. Gonna play some PUBG, take a chicken dinner. Wish me luck. Good luck, Spider-Man fan. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for all the support today. Derek G says, Triff, yes indeed. This is Derek G doing English commentary on the PUBG Mobile 0. Wait a minute. What am I doing? PUBG Star Challenge South America Finals. Now say I'm so used to saying PUBG Mobile 0.9.0 global update because a lot of the videos I've been making recently have been regarding that update. But this is indeed the final game of South American Star Challenge Finals, going to determine which teams make the podium and which team, the only one, punches their ticket to Dubai, destined to rise. So if they can pull off, by my estimation, if they can pull off a decent game, they don't need to win, they don't even need to place in this game, but they need to have a decent game, can't go out early. They have a solid 300 plus point cushion right now in first place. So that's a great position to be in as long as they can put together something decent this game. Taking a look at squads 20 and 4. One member of squad 20 was able to get a second place the other day, or the first game of today rather, by hiding with a Vector. So solid play by him. I believe that was, who was that? Kadru maybe? Or Kadru? I think that was who it was. M16 with a 4x scope. Nice skin on it. Thanks for the shout out. Going to Platinum now. Good luck. Good luck. Get to Diamond and above, I believe in you. Let's take a look at the revive there. Squad 20 loses one, but going to be able to pick them up. They have a nice berm to work with here. They can actually retreat behind this little hill, and they are completely protected by Squad 4. So they're able to grab a tree, peek again, and, oh, actually still taking shots there. Has to move down the hill a little bit more in order to get out of range of Squad 4, but they should be able to peek, you know, or be able to retreat behind, and should be fine. Rafa goes down again, but unless Squad 4 pushes, it should be okay. Bushka has tested most of the gun. Derek, I'm from Marciano Gaming. Awesome. That is awesome. It was fun to be next to you guys. You guys certainly brought the hype. You guys had some awesome games in the Star Challenge Finals for sure in North America. That's very cool to see you watching this stream too. Appreciate that. You can see Team 4 did push, but now they are getting mollied to death. Torelli there with a nice double knock with his team. And the tides have turned. They have lost 2 members, but now 3 out of 4 of Squad 4 are down. So if they do win this engagement, they will have lost 2 members of their team, Team 20. But to come away with a victory would be pretty good. Grenade did connect, did do a little bit of damage, but didn't get as much as he wanted for sure. Hunter does take out the downed member of Team 20, so it's a 1v4 right now, although one member is bleeding out now. None of them are, though. All of them are back up and healing up. This is not looking good for Team 20. 17 teams left, so 17th position's only going to get you 100 points. You're shooting, and unfortunately not able to finish the deal. So that means that Squad 4 has 4 kills after that squad wipe there. Mr. Bug and the rest of Squad 6 over by one of the Wizard Towers or Harry Potters. That was a combination of those 2 words. And they're using a camper for cover as they engage Michael and the rest of Squad 10, who have taken up residence in these 2 stories. Vitor is currently peeking. He's actually not leaning and peeking. You guys want to lean if you're in this position. Expose less of your body. Nice right lean there. Here we go. My Tech and Squad 16 are engaging Squad 11. They're pushing them. All 4 members are still up for YouTube Squad. And they've got 3 members of 16 or 11 down rather. And that is a squad wipe. Just like that. Nitsu does go down, but will get revived, and those kills, 4 more kills, have been recorded for Squad 16. We'll definitely check back in with them, but they need to play well this game. This is their last opportunity if they want to place in the top 3. There we go. Now a nice lean and peek. This is what you want to do. Expose less of your body. Squad 6 rotating, trying to rotate out of there, I think, with a vehicle. And driving towards a super double super airdrop, or that's just a single flare. I'm not sure. That's a single flare, but I see the airdrop dropping right now. So it's either 2 flares that were spaced out or a single one, and the flare was still burning as the airdrop was dropping down. Either way, definitely going to have to find out what squad is taking advantage of those super airdrops after 0.9.0 global update. Now you can get a flare gun in a custom room, which means the possibility exists not only for super airdrops with their 2 crate-only weapons and awesome armor and healing item, just like this one with an AWM. So it was a VGN with an AWM and AUG, full level 3 extended quick draw for the AWM, and the appropriate ammunition, all from 1 crate. Vitor has the Car 98, still looking across the road at Mr. Bug and the rest of IG Squad. They have played a decent game too, for sure. We'll have to see where they end up in the standings after this 3rd and final game of the day, the final game of Star Challenge South America Finals. Uzi equals no range, UMP equals some range. Yeah, the Uzi, you can't put a sight on it, but up close, it's a solid choice. Now, the UMP, the DPS of that is lower. It's more versatile in that you can engage people further away. You could even put a 3 times on it. But just based on damage, I mean, the Uzi does about... I know these are PC stats, so they're not exactly the same as the mobile stats, but for comparison, the Tommy gun 460, the UMP 420, the Uzi 540, Vector 620. So again, not one for one with the stats of the mobile version, but close enough. Mr. Bug and the rest of Squad 6 did push, and they are now engaged with the squad that was in that compound. It looks like the next zone is shifted to the northeast. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to take a look at the mini map there. PC Vector is the best. Look up Bushka's videos. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. The Bushka, he is from Australia, has a bunch of awesome videos for sure to check out. Is also a PUBG mobile content creator. Vitor with the AK spinning around there. Man, what an intense engagement. This is going to leave them with a 1v1. Mr. Bug versus Vitor, who does go down. So Mr. Bug able to secure the victory with 4 kills for his team, but unfortunately loses 2 members in the process. And D2R, one of the members of D2R, is right over there to his south. Looks like he's on the other side of that hill. Now we're jumping to Squad 9, catching the end of this engagement between Squads 2 and 9. Looks like 9 is faring better in this engage. It looks like they might have crashed a compound. There's BRK Cave YT with nice micro Uzi shots. Close range, that thing shreds. Especially with a stock on it. You can see the stock there. Talking about damage drop off. yes, there is damage drop-off. So the further away you are from somebody, depending on what ammunition it is. And all right, we're going to be taking a look at the staircase as Flash Zito decides to take a nap on the stairs. Just chilling here. They are not in the zone. 429 meters outside it, actually. So here he goes. Might be experiencing some issues maybe with a connection. Here he goes into the vehicle and is going to start driving into the zone. Squad 3, known for their solid positioning earlier today in the first 2 games, unfortunately looks like a squad wipe now by 18, who had a nice surround, actually. Able to get the revive right now. No worries, nobody around them. And, yeah, cool positioning there. One member stayed back in that complex and was actually able to pick him off from behind as they were focusing on the people up the hill. How many teams from South America are going to Dubai? Only the first one. Only the team with the most kills after this game. So 6 games in total. Oh, first-person perspective. Right now, D2R, or Destined to Rise, is in first position. They have a healthy lead of about 300 points. And we'll have to see if that is enough or not. I can't be sure yet. But if they have a decent game, I think that will clinch it for them. So, rest of YouTube squad, they're down by farm, actually, and they see squad 14 across from them in one of those farm compounds. Nice AWM with an 8 times, I think, or is that an M24? Always get confused. I actually think it's an M24. AWM looks a little fancier. We'll know once he connects with a shot, too, because the M24 is a world spawn now. The damage has been slightly reduced. It's still better than a Kar 98 as far as damage goes, but cannot match the sheer awesomeness that is the AWM. Squad 14 and 16 looking at each other. They also have to be a little wary of Squad 4 up the hill from them. Hoping we get a look at the minimap soon. That way we can determine where these squads have to rotate to. Haven't seen it in a while, unless I've missed it. You see here that the next zone looks like it's going to be favoring the western edge of the current one. You can tell that because the blue zone and that next white circle are very close to each other, and the circle is not currently closing. You have another minute until it starts closing. So, looks like, what is that? Pochinki? That might say Pochinki on the minimap there. Looks like it is. So, the eastern edge of, is that? I think it is. The eastern edge of Pochinki, yes it is in play still. So there is a farm to the east of Pochinki that might be a great compound to establish themselves in. That might be where all the action's taking place right now, as one of the members of YouTube squad does go down. Keiko goes down. So does my stream. Nitsu with the DP, taking shots and gets a nice knock on one of the members of Squad 7. This is a very intense engaged. Squad 7 actually getting squeezed from both directions by Squad 16 and 6. So they're getting third-partied. Not a position you want to be in at all. They are up on the hillside, and Karma is engaging him with an M4 right now. Oh my goodness, Mr. Bug. Squad 6 is Mr. Bug's squad. Only 2 strong. They lost the other 2 members in that earlier engagement when they wiped that squad. Nitsu gets another nice knock. Karma is very low. Nitsu is still up. The stream is suffering. Oh my goodness. Nitsu getting revived right now. My tech is also down. They need to get him up. He's one of their top fraggers as well as their most popular player. Mr. Bug still alive, as is Lucky, or something similar to that. Taking shots, single shots with that M16 into the smoke, trying to get, he gets Keiko down again, not able to heal up. Their vehicle is destroyed. YouTube squad definitely in a rough position right now. Still 12 teams left. You do not want to go out in 12th. Like to see the same for everybody. Yeah, that's how it will be in the global funnels, because everybody's going to be playing the same matches. Mr. Bug deploys these spooky grenades, but he's getting shot. He has to retreat behind the other edge of the berm. No, he does not make it. He actually goes down to Nitsu, who gets him with, I think, the DP. Now, YouTube squad still has all 4 members alive, but 2 are down. They're trying to revive them. Lukiti is now throwing grenades, spooky grenades at YouTube squad. They go just to the left of them, though. I don't think... Oh, that one might connect, though. That last grenade might connect. That looked good. Mr. Bug is crawling around for his life. He needs to get revived. He's starting to bleed out here, and it's 6 versus 16. So the squad in the middle did get third party. They are out of the game. I think that was squad 9. 16 still has all 4 members alive. They also have 9 team kills. This is what they need to do, but they need to place higher than this. There's still 11 squads left. They cannot go out this early. So they are going to heal up. My tech is also getting healed. Good to see that. Using bandages. He's using bandages, but that's fine. That will get the job done. Looking up. Squad 6 looking back towards squad 16. They are going to have to move into the zone. The zone is going to be closing. Next zone is actually right to the east of Pachinki again. So it's another shift to the west. And squad 16 coming in from the south. Squad 6 a little closer to the circle. Looks like they're running towards the farmland, maybe towards that tractor and those trees. Scouting it out right now. Pachinki, part of Pachinki is still in play, just the easternmost extent of it. 19 kills. Oh my goodness. Mr. Bug, they have 4 kills, all 4 coming in the squad in the form of a squad wipe earlier in the game, where they did lose 2 members of their team. They're now running for their lives towards squad 19 and Pochinki, which will hopefully provide them with some cover, as we are now down to 10 teams left. Down to the top 10. I haven't seen D2R in a while. Don't know if they're still in the match or not. There's Goku, so we'll have to see. But remember, Destined to Rise did have a 300-point cushion, so all they needed to do was have a decent result in the last game, and I'm pretty sure they'll clinch first place. But lots to play for. YouTube Squad needs a solid finish here. They have the kills this game. They just need to get the position. And if they can do that, they could work their way into the top 3, maybe even the top 2. And that means placement, position on the podium. You can see back belt is knocked by EXG. And once again, we are left wondering what is happening. YouTube Nitsu gets another knock. F4W. 2 members of the squad are down by Nitsu now. Actually, down and finished. Never mind, that is 1 member of the squad who is downed and finished. Space also taking damage. Space Squad loses a member, goes down. There's the eastern buildings in Pachinki. There's that nice wizard tower. Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, I'm still saying the same thing. Let's take a look at Pachinki, one of the only places where hard cover is available. You can see squad 16, the YouTube squad, is kind of in the middle of the field, but they are in the middle of the next circle, so they do have that going for them if they can survive. Going to have a strong push from the about 4 of the remaining teams. 4 of the remaining 8 teams are by Pachinki right now. How about this team? 3 damage per second, 3% per second, going to 5% per second when this circle closes. I know that's a lot to think about, but this is the time when the zone starts to do a lot of damage. You cannot out-heal it anymore. You have to get into the zone. Squad 16 looks like they're in a fairly decent position to gatekeep that, because the squad that was running in with the zone is southeast of their location. They have to move up towards squad 16, so the YouTube squad might get some more kills, or might have to worry about that engage in just a little bit. Mr. Bug, Luke Kitty is trying to defend. Mr. Bug does die, and that is going to be it for IG squad. They were two members strong, and unfortunately rotating out of Pachinki, they do get caught out, and that is it for them. How about BRK? Strong game by them with 10 total team kills so far. I see a Bush Wookiee. He has indeed frozen the stream with his awesomeness. Goodness. Who do you think is going to win this engage? I am not sure. And there we have it. The Scar L actually wins out. So BRK, double knock against Space. Let's see how many members of the Space squad are still alive in this one. Baraka, with 4 kills himself, has a nice Scar L with an extended magazine on it. Good weapon to use for sure. Here's D2R. D2R is still alive, and that means they are securing themselves a top 5, and actually all 4 members of their squad are alive. This makes me think, again, I don't want to get ahead of the results, but with a 300-point cushion, I have to think they're in an excellent position to take the tournament and the ticket to Dubai with this at least top 5 finish. Now, YouTube still has an opportunity. YouTube is going to be able to gatekeep them because they are in the southwest side. They know D2R has to move to them in 4 seconds with the zone. Probably going to be, you can see smoke grenades going out, probably going to be able to pick them off, I would think. And oh my gosh, a distraction, a vehicle. So D2R gets into a UAZ, taking heavy fire from MyTech and the rest of Team 16. Vehicle explosion downs 2 of them. I think this is going to be it for D2R. I think they're going to go out in 5th position. It does look like they are. They are firing back at the Harry Potter, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh my goodness, a crash. Team 9 crashes into the Harry Potter that Team 16 was occupying. Karma goes down. MyTech goes down. I think that is a squad wipe. So YouTube squad played well, but they're going to have to settle for 4th position, I think. And no, Nitsu is still alive. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's going on. Everything is happening all at once, and now the stream is frozen. So we have 19, 9, and 1 left. So the YouTube squad is out. I'm not sure if they were out in 4th or 5th. It really depends on when D2R, when that final member of the squad died. Oh no, what happened to our clean feed? Skip ahead to live broadcast. There we go. We are back. BRK. BRK versus, so number 9 versus 1. So we'll have to take a look at the results to figure out exactly what happened there. Going to see if they can finish them off. It looks like BRK is in excellent position to take it with 18 total kills. They still have 3 members up at full health, trying to clean them up, and there we go. Rip in the chat. So there we have it. BRK, a strong showing with a total of 20 kills. My goodness, 20 kills in the final match. What a display for the audience. Man, 20 kills. We have never seen that many in a South America Star Challenge match up until now, the 6th and final game. My goodness. Is it going to be enough to allow them to move up into a podium position? We'll have to see. We have NT in 2nd place with 4 kills. How about F4W with 2 kills in 3rd? There's the YouTube squad. They did come out on top of D2R. That means a few more positioning points. D2R actually got no kills that game. That's very surprising. YouTube squad, meanwhile, did get quite a few of them. They actually got 13. So will that be enough to propel them into 3rd place? I don't know. A 4th place finish. 4th place finish is 280 points. That's a lot. Plus the kills, plus 13 kills. I don't know. This is going to be intense for sure. We'll have to see if they make it. I think D2R, just with that finish, even though they got no kills, I think that will secure them a podium just because, or secure them first, because 250 points. I don't know who is in 2nd, but I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up. But YouTube squad, you can see here, IG, Mr. Bug, VGN, and the rest of the teams. Lots of teams got 1 squad wipe. Lots of teams with like 3 kills, 4 kills. But man, 20 kills by BRK, putting on an absolute show of it for the final match of Star Challenge 2018 South America Finals. So let's go ahead and compute how many points they got. So that'll be 13 times 15 is 195, plus 4th position is another 280. That means YouTube squad picked up just shy of 500, actually 475 points from that final game. Is that going to be enough to propel them into 3rd place or maybe even 2nd? I don't know, but I think they have a real shot of it. So what an intense finish. 20 kills indeed. Thanks for playing. Oh my gosh, indeed. 20 kills. Very, very impressive. Derek G commentating. Indeed, bottom text I am. This is Derek G providing the English commentary for, I did the math, BRK won. So BRK actually, with 20 kills and a 1st place, they might have secured the victory over Destined to Rise. Impressive. I say we'll have to take a look. If that is the case, BRK did win a match earlier today that propelled them into 1st place for the time being. They faded off after the 5th game, but did they do enough? Destined to Rise, they got 5th position. I thought that would have been enough, but they had no kills, and they were going up against BRK, who got 20 kills. Man, That is insane. So if true, again, we don't want to get ahead of the final standings, but if that is true, Destined to Rise will come out most likely then in second position with BRK moving on to Brazil. Here are the highlights, or moving on to Dubai from Brazil. So here are the highlights. We have Android Gamer AG of Team 5. He was trying to get out of that window. Unfortunately, was unable to. Got gunned down from behind with that beautiful play from the Micro Uzi, or the Mini Uzi. Mini 14 Micro Uzi it is, I guess. We have BRK Cave YT. This is the guy who was able to clean up the shelter. These were the first kills, I believe, that they got this game, or in shelter, where I imagine they looted some awesome gear. Shelter has some pretty decent loot. You usually find some level 3 in there if you try to look for it. EXG Hunter. And here was Team 20, Torelli and the rest of Team 20. Mr. Bug was the only, let's say, was this they're engaged against 6? No, this was actually they're engaged against Team 4. So it was a 2v2 at one point. He was trying to flank around. Unfortunately, was able to pick up a couple members of Team 4, and they actually get out of the engage with everybody. Here was one of the engages by YouTube and MyTech's team. They crashed this compound. They were able to kill off Squad 11. I don't think they lost anybody in this engage either. Nitsu did go down, but was able to get revived, and that was big for later in the game. They did need all those members. There's Vitor of XG. You see how to clear a compound there. There's Mr. Bug going crazy with the AK, getting a nice triple kill there. But they did lose 2 members in that engagement. That's what I was saying. Later on, they only had 2 members when they were going up against YouTube Squad, and that was their downfall. Because that was a, what was it? I think it was 6 versus 9 versus 16, right? And 9 kind of got sandwiched in between them, but here we go. It's Nova. Nova played a strong game in the first day of competition, but unfortunately not able to replicate today. And did go down fairly early today, too, by BRK, who ultimately did win this game with 20 kills. Get in the car. Get to the safe zone. Indeed. Is that Derek G's voice? It is. Oh, it's Vitor. Okay. Please, bro, it's Vitor. There we go. Makes sense. Again, showing why I am providing the English commentary and not the Spanish commentary. Mr. Bug throwing those nades, trying to get behind the berm, unfortunately doesn't reach it. He does get picked up, but Luke Kitty not able to secure a victory for Team 6. They get caught moving out of Pachinki, trying to rotate to the safe zone by Team 19, who was up there, had nice positioning. Some beautiful gatekeeping by Team 16, the YouTube team, as Team 12, Day2, they needed kills, and they did not get them this game. They did go out in 5th position, and then this absolute insanity as BRK engages YouTube Squad, is able to take them. Then you also have 9 also challenging. Like, this just got ridiculous. So you can see F4W of Team 19 also goes down. BRK showing why they want to make it to Dubai. Here goes a nade. A spooky nade goes into that balcony to finish off one member of Team 19. Goku is down also, taking some shots, suppress shots with the Scar L. And here is the Uzi again. Was the Uzi the gun that won the game? I don't know. We'll have to see. You guys were talking about the Uzi, how you wanted to see it used in a win, and I'm pretty sure that you will see that. No, it's actually the M4 that got the final kill. Never mind. But the Uzi played a role in it, for sure. I need a scope. Get to the safe zone. Did you know bots have the barrel M762? Indeed they do. Indeed they do. I've actually had like 50 people email me that, so I'll make a video about that at some point. But yes, they do. So here we go, back at the commentator desk as we wait for the final results. I'm not sure if these are going to be the official results or not, but first we're actually going to take a look at the top kills. So these are the players, individual players, who got the most kills over the 6 games of the tournament. And in first position, not even a contest, MyTech with 28 kills. Effective Uzi play, indeed it was. Man, 28 kills. Next, in second position, BRK. Baraka. Hopefully I'm saying that right. We also have B2R. Barbara, or Bibra. in third with 18, with a tie for Fusi, and it goes down from there. But MyTech, I know he's a fan favorite coming into this, and showing why they belong there. 28 kills and some excellent... Oh my gosh, we've got a drum roll. We have a drum roll, and that means the standings are most likely coming out right now. Yes. So here we go. Here are the standings, 11th through 20th. We have Racy Sports with 750 points, and it goes up from there all the way up to Enzyme Gaming with 1,255 points. Red Dot Team in 13th. How about Penguins in 15th? Iobambu actually moved up quite a bit. They had a solid final game. I think they were in last place going into this final game, and now they finished in 16th. They actually got 8 kills that game. I think they only had 2 or 3 coming into it. So not sure if that's the same team, but if it is, good job, because you guys played a solid final game. Definitely be proud of that. Penguins in 15th. And here we go. The standings, the results we wanted to see. And here they are. So BRK Sports, indeed, with 66 kills for the tournament and 2,855 points, wins it and punches their ticket to Dubai. We are going to see BRK Sports in the global finals in Dubai. Oh my goodness. Destined to Rise actually gets second place with 48 kills and 2,660 points. You guys were correct. They needed a solid final game. Even with that 300-point cushion, BRK Sports showed how it's done with 20 kills and a first place. Destined to Rise got 5th place, no kills, not good enough. YouTube 4 Gaming moved into 3rd place. That means that MyTech and the rest of that team is going to medal. They're going to get on the podium in 3rd place with 50 kills, over half of those from MyTech alone, and 2,135 points. In 4th place was Falconigro with 33 kills, 1,935 points. Invictus Gaming, IG, that was Mr. Bug, and the rest of that squad in 5th with 24 kills, 1,825. Space Monkeys in 6th, Unktech in 7th, Nova Esports in 8th, Fatal 4-Way in 9th, and Vengeance in 10th, rounding out your top 10 of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge South America Finals. After all 6 games have been played, we have a winner. Not sure if this is official or unofficial, but BRK Sports definitely looks like they are going to take it and take that ticket to Dubai next month in the global finals. So, oh my goodness. You're saying that, yes, the global final, I'm pretty sure in the regional finals, it's 20K to the top team, 15 to second place, and 3rd place gets 10K. So MyTech and the rest of the YouTuber squad, they worked their way up every game. They improved, and good to see that they indeed did make the leaderboard in 3rd position with a nice bronze trophy probably. So there you have it. My name's Derek G. Thanks for watching the English commentary of the South American Star Challenge Finals. Sponsored by Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Gonna chill here until the stream concludes. And imagine that they're just talking about the teams. What teams made it, what teams didn't make it. Let me know in the comments, what did you guys think was going to happen? Was this a surprise to you? Do you think was BRK, were they favored coming into this event? They had 2 dominant wins today, and that's what propelled them to the top of the standings. One team only, all FPP games. I'm pretty sure, why not 3 teams like North America? I'm pretty sure that they were going based on how many people are playing the game from that region or something. I don't know. There's some formula. I don't know it. I'm just providing the commentary, but I'm pretty sure that there was some formula that went into why North America got 3, Europe got 2. I think Europe got 2. So I'll take a look right now so I tell you guys the right thing, but I know that every region of the world got a different number of teams in based on points from 1 to 3. So I'm not sure why South America only had 1, but that is how they've decided to do it. Hopefully the game can do more tournaments. Yes, indeed. Indeed. This is a lot of fun. This Star Challenge so far, at least my opinion, is that it's been going very smoothly, and hopefully the global finals next month are super successful too. And if they are, I can't imagine why they wouldn't want to do this again. There's a double negative for you. I'd have to think that with all the excitement this is generating, I'm confident that we're going to get over 100,000 people watching the global finals. And that rivals broadcast, normal TV broadcasts and stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But hopefully this is the first of many tournaments like this. Hopefully I'll get more opportunities to commentate them. And many of you guys will get opportunities to play in them. So they're back at the desk talking about what we just saw. Lots of excellent play over the 2 days of the South America Star Challenge Finals. Three teams, North America, or at least two teams. Yeah, at least two teams from every region. Again, though, I have no control over how they decided this, and I'm pretty sure it was done based on either viewership or based on like the size of the player base in that region. Something like that. Oh, we have a, what sounded like a Skype call, perhaps. Not entirely sure, but either way, we've got the clean feed here. And what an awesome day of competition. 2 days, 6 games, first-person perspective, and a lot of excitement for sure. So, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed the broadcast, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. When are the finals? The finals are going to be the end of November. You can actually see there, Festival Arena in Dubai. It's going to be November 29th through December 1st. So let's take a look. I'm going to pull up a calendar right now. And you can see that the 29th of November is, let's go ahead and mute that actually. Don't know what that was. So if they need to get a hold of me, you guys can contact me via WeChat. But the end of November, the 29th is a Thursday. And then Saturday is the 1st. So will there be 3 days of competition? I'm not sure. But either way, lots of excitement. Subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much, Alex Max, for that. Derek G, the real MVP. Steven, thank you for it. I had a lot of fun providing commentary for this. And again, Star Challenge Finals, South America in the book. 6 games in. Thanks to Samsung Galaxy Note 9 for sponsoring the event. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll have more opportunities like this in the future. BRK Pride Brazilian. Okay, cool. So BRK was a Brazilian team. So I actually got that right when I said that they're coming from Brazil, and they are now going to be competing in Dubai. We want 3 teams South America too. I am sure that if this tournament does well, that there are going to be plenty of opportunities for teams all across the world to compete in events like this. PUBG Mobile is just getting started. It's hard to imagine, but PUBG Mobile was only released about 7 months ago. So it's crazy to think how far we've come in just 7 months and how far we will go hopefully in the next year or so.
Meu Deus, mano.
Okay, so do we have
Mano, eu já chorei, já gritei, acordei
there we
minha
go.
casa inteira.
An
Nossa,
interview
mano, tava bagunçado,
of
na
the
moral.
winner, I think. Look at that
Meu
green
Deus do céu,
screen in the
cara, não consigo
background.
nem falar, muito
Let's
emocionante.
listen in. So I guess the Skype call was intentional. I wasn't sure if that was on PUBG Mobile's end or my end, but pretty sure these are the winners who they're going to be talking to. We want 3 teams for South America too. Yeah, definitely make your voices heard. I'm sure that they're going to be doing other tournaments in different formats. So if you want to see these teams in these finals, definitely, or in tournaments like this, make your support known for them. I think that's the best way you can do it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that YouTube video meanwhile.
Na verdade, a questão foi a seguinte, a gente montou...
And we'll take a look at how many teams make it into each of these. PUBG Mobile Star Challenge. So I'm going to pull up that video that Mr. Powerbang himself did, or narrated at least. And in that video, he tells us how many teams from each region make it in. So that's what I'm going to pull up right now. Here we go. And perfect. So North, oh my gosh, I have to back up just a little bit. There we go. So North America has 3 teams. Europe has 2 teams. South America has 1. Asia has 3. China has 2. Korea, Japan have 2. And then there are also some wild card teams too. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but there are 3 teams by special qualification and 4 teams by special invitation. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So that's 17. So 13 teams are regional final winners, and then the other 7 are invited, either special qualification or special invitation. So not sure what that entails, but we will certainly find out in the coming days. Somebody said China. I think you said China number 1. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure who that was, but there you go. Whoever said that, good job. You made your way into the clean stream for day 2. A software update is available to install. All right, I guess we'll install it now for this device. Don't want to talk about those devices. Should be Derek's Killers. Man, that would be crazy to compete in Dubai for sure. But like I said, I don't know what special qualification or special the other one was, special invitation. I'm not sure what those entail. So I think we'd have a bunch of interesting players to choose from though. We'd have some awesome players from Lights Out. You know, we might have to grab a couple from them, and I don't know. I'll see. But so far, Asia servers look very strong. Yes, the servers, the Asia teams do look very competitive. I think there are competitive teams from every region, but like I said, the play styles are very different. The play styles.
Treina muito, eu jogo 10 horas por dia, cara, de PUBG. 10 horas por dia, todos os dias, mano. Eu não tenho nem folga. Eu jogo 10 horas por dia. E a gente chegou lá e jogamos mal, tipo assim, não jogamos mal em equipe, tá? Teve os problemas pessoais, 2 não conseguiram jogar, e começou a jogar 2, é muito difícil. As equipes estão ali são muito boas, você sabe o que é? Se você tiver de 2 pessoas...
You guys can let me know, actually. Let me know in the chat what he's saying.
É pedir pra morrer, praticamente. Então a gente tentou marotar uma... E outra coisa, esse campeonato é o nosso primeiro campeonato que a gente participa, assim. Teve o do Vespa, né, que a gente participou, mas esse começou antes ainda. Então a gente estava bem verde em relação ao campeonato.
He's getting a lot of notifications.
E nesse meio tempo a gente
notification sound on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, pretty sure.
Na fase da classificatória que a gente perdeu, a gente morria pro gás em todas as partidas, a gente não sabia nem rotacionar direito, a gente tava muito perdido no jogo. Agora o que a gente fez? A gente foi pegar o carro e falou, mano, a gente é sempre no meio da safe. Se morrer, nós vamos morrer no meio da safe, no centro. Não importa se vai vir cara da direita, da esquerda, de trás, da frente. Nós morremos com 3 formas, mas nós vamos ficar no centro da safe. Nós fizemos até o final, conseguimos aí ficar 2 partidas em primeiro lugar.
We'll have to see how BRK performs in Dubai.
Em quarto ali, que infelizmente não deu pra correr, porque a gente no aberto e a D2R, que é uma equipe muito boa, tava ali na casa, não tinha nem o que fazer. Ali não tinha nem o que fazer.
So there you have it, an interview with the winner. Pretty sure the captain of the winning team of the PUBG Mobile South America Star Challenge.
Na verdade, olha só pra você ver, a gente não tava tentando rushar alguém, a gente tava tentando ir pra safe, do meio da safe. E a gente deu um azar, entre aspas, e sorte ao mesmo tempo, porque todo lugar que a gente rushava tinha um squad. A gente rushou no shelter, tinha um squad lá. Rushamos a casinha, a nova rushou a gente. Fomos pra casa ali em Potinga e encontramos um outro squad. Todo lugar que a gente ia tinha alguém, cara. Parecia que tinha alguém em todo lugar do mapa que a gente ia. Mas graças a Deus a gente ganhou na trocação, porque ali não tinha o que fazer. A gente ou matava ou morria, porque todo lugar que a gente ia tinha um cara dentro da casa, um squad. Aí a gente teve que trocar tiro, e graças a Deus deu melhor. Mas não é, eu falei pros caras, a gente tem que garantir, a gente só ganha se a gente ficar em primeiro lugar. Porque a gente precisa de 500 pontos e tanto para alcançar isso a D2R não ganhar, porque o time da D2R é muito forte. Então a gente estava contando com a derrota deles e a vitória da gente. 2 coisas contra, né? E eu falei para eles, não vamos trocar tiro com ninguém, vamos rushar para safe e ficar o safe. Você pode ver que na hora que a nova rushou na gente tava tudo escondido na casa. E eles chegaram, bateram o carro na nossa casa, nós tomamos um susto do caramba, já começamos tiro para todo lado, o nego subindo, bomba cantando. Meu amigo, nossa senhora, é muito complicado. O coração fica para... Nossa, meu Deus do céu.
Thank you for those who are still watching. We are currently watching an interview of the the winning team, I believe, BRK, for the South America Star Challenge Finals. And if anything else crazy happens, I will certainly commentate it. Otherwise, I'd expect that we will be getting a potentially a trophy ceremony in just a little bit. That's how they did it in North America, at least. We got the results finalized, and once we had those, we were able to go ahead and award the top 3 teams with their winnings, as well as a trophy or other certificate, showing that they performed well. So the top team, BRK, will move on to Dubai in the global finals at the end of next month, just about 30 days from now. So definitely mark your calendars for that. It should be an exciting few days. And oh my goodness. Portuguese over 9K. Are there over 9,000 people watching that? Would make sense. No, most people are actually watching the Spanish broadcast. Let me go ahead and pull that up.
E mesmo assim a galera falou, pô, vamos votar e vamos mandar os caras pra lá mesmo assim. Véi, com expectativa nenhuma, eles votaram porque simplesmente gostam da gente, porque a gente não tinha jogado nenhuma partida.
Lots of love in that broadcast for YT4G, who did place third place.
Consertando tudo aí, conseguimos jogar e graças a Deus a gente conseguiu, mano. Então só agradecimento a todo mundo.
Do you remember me, Spider-Man fan? How'd your game go? I do remember you, yes. Peace, Derek, seeing the battlefield in your Discord, brother. Thank you, Stephen Life, for watching. Certainly appreciate it. Oh, his Portuguese is over 9,000. Oh, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I am only fluent in English, which does not serve me very well when watching events like this. But I can certainly commentate in English and have a lot of fun with that, for sure. You remember you wished me luck to win and get that chicken dinner? Indeed, I do. Yes, yeah, that was actually about a game ago or so. So, how did the game go? Did you secure the chicken, or did you secure some good kills in that game? Let us know. You've been gone for a while, so it makes me think that the game went fairly well. Got top 10. Jake, by the way, awesome. Congratulations, that's pretty cool. Good job. And yeah, that's probably why it took about 30 minutes or so. I figured you were either playing multiple games or you got pretty far in that game because, like I said, you left before the final game really got too crazy. Was a crazy final game. YouTube squad, there was just insanity in one of those late game wizard towers, or Harry Potters, whatever you want to call them, outside of Pochinki. We had a final zone that was pretty open, honestly. I mean, for a while teams were able to hole up in Pochinki, and then after that, actually the final circle did include one building, the easternmost one of Pochinki, the 2-story. So looks like they are again talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, the official sponsor of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge. 9 kills in 8th place. That is pretty good. Congratulations for that. Hi, Derek. We've got Skrillex in the chat. Good to see you there. Agent. Bro, how's your day been? My day's been pretty good. Been having a lot of fun spectating and commentating and trying to analyze the PUBG Mobile South America Star Challenge Finals. Lots of fun with that. And here we go. Just some words from the players. I believe that's downtown Brazil, perhaps, right? In the background there.
Qualquer encontro a partir do começo que você cai ali, você já precisa ter algum tipo de arma boa. Então a prioridade para o Bambu é justamente garantir um bom loot no começo do jogo para não precisar ficar correndo atrás de casa e de loot no meio do jogo, mid-game e no late game, né?
É o armamento, porque com ele a gente já busca o melhor posicionamento ali dentro da partida.
É um bom loot e uma boa localização. É conseguir um carro, ou um barco, uma moto, ou qualquer meio de locomoção que possa nos levar com velocidade de um lado até o outro do mapa.
Encontrar buen loot, chaleco, casco nivel 2 por lo menos y un sniper, la verdad que me seria de bastante ajuda.
Atacar tudo aquilo que se move a não ser os aliados, a gente garantiu o primeiro lugar.
É sempre buscar loot, né? A gente tenta sempre cair num lugar bom, tentar buscar um carro também é uma das primeiras opções, sempre tenta preservar o início ali pra lutear, né? Pegar um loot bacana pra depois sim ir pra cima das equipes adversárias e buscar muitas kills na partida.
É pegar uma bomba de smoke, né? Porque com ela eu faço uma cortina de fumaça e desapareço daquele local.
The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Like a remote control for a phone. Why would you... Oh, that's why. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need, until you need it.
So there you have it, the conclusion to day 2 of the Star Challenge South America Finals. Congratulations to our winners as well as every team that placed. My name is Derek G, providing you guys with English commentary over the past 2 nights. Lots of fun. Thank you again to PUBG Mobile for the opportunity. Hopefully we can do much more of this in the future. I hope to see you guys on the battlefield soon, or potentially watching the global finals, which is going to be taking place in Dubai in just about 30 days from now. Thanks again to Samsung Galaxy Note 9 for sponsoring the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2018. And with that, I'll wish you guys all a good night, good morning, or wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves and enjoying PUBG Mobile.